It's butter. Hello, everybody. It's the Butter Zone, where we talk about all the stuffs and things in our lives that happened over the previous time, and here's some stuff. Hello, we are here, and so is Otto, and Cranky's joining us tonight. All ill-riddled, cranky as you are. How are you? How are you, gentlemen? This fine evening. How is chat? How's things going?
Besides the cold, I'm doing great.
Also, how are those green beans? Are you taking the role of Shy tonight, just eating on stream? The Brad Pitt of tonight's show. Hey, Walt.
They're a little bit disappointing, but...
How is a green bean disappointing?
Well, you want them firm, a little bit of snap to them.
Okay.
Kind of a fresh
is it
flavor.
a flaccid bean?
It's becoming.
It's becoming a flat.
Does it need butter?
Ah. Frightened little butter. Hey,
that would be a little bit too on the nose.
I did actually use. Now, this we need to come up with like a catchphrase for like when the Butter Zone starts. It's like, hey, welcome to the Butter Zone. Did you use butter in your cooking tonight, or something like that to kind of, because I would actually say I did use butter in my dinner tonight, but I used it as the lubricant to oil up my onions. But has butter entered your life today? I don't know. Is this a thing we can go with? Do I need to workshop it? So what happens when you eat beans? I go mad. Oh, the Mighty Boosh theme, but about butter. The Butter Zone.
Oh. Anything Mighty Boosh is good.
Rename the pre-stream the lube tube. I think that would fit.
Lube tube.
Ah, spit take, yes.
I think it's the first time ever. Okay, so I had a story I was gonna. I said to you guys,
3 years we finally got someone to laugh on this stream.
It's taken it this long. So yeah, pre-stream, you guys obviously I got a story. I can't remember how we got about it, but I have a story relating to cherry pie. I think Cranky was saying something about your milk gets stolen at work.
Yeah, people stealing my milk at work.
Yeah, and we were talking about how you should
bastards.
Spike it with like people who have shared food at work. What do you do with it? Like, when you've got people that are stealing it? Like, because I am lucky I don't have that kind of problem, but I used to live in a university halls. When we used to have open cupboards and open fridge, and there was 12 of us in one halls in these tiny little rooms. It was a great time. I loved it. But there was definitely if your food is somewhere in the house, it's fair game. So I went out to Sainsbury's one night, and it was late at night. I had a couple of drinks at the pub. I thought I'll just swing by Sainsbury's, pick up some dinner, something to eat, and in their reduced section, a whole cherry pie for 10p. 10p cherry pie. Hell yes. Bought that. So I took that, put it in the basket, went out to checkout, walked home, and put it in my fridge. Put it in the fridge. Went to bed. Woke up the next day. Some fucker had eaten it. Some fucker had taken the whole thing of everything else I had and eaten the whole cherry pie. Who does this? Who goes into somebody else's fridge and goes, "Oh, I didn't buy this. This looks delicious. I'm gonna eat it." And then not even go, "Can I have a bit of your cherry pie, mate?" I would have been like, "Yeah, fine."
I think as a recompense, you ought to be allowed to take one item of your choice from that person's life, be it a spouse or a pet, or one item for one item. That's a fair trade.
I think I know who did it. So we used to live with an alcoholic who I'll remain nameless. And I'm talking like not just I used to go out, like university style drinking, like we're just out every night having drinks with lads. No, this is proper walking to the shop at 6 o'clock in the morning, buying 6 big bottles of Strongbow, and walking back and then sitting in his room drinking it. And we broke into his room once just for fun, as you do, and it was an absolute state. Like he didn't have anything on his mattress. He didn't even have a pillow. Just had a blank mattress. He had a computer monitor. The leads were going under just bags of rubbish and bottles of alcohol and everything everywhere. And it was just like, this is like really worrying. And then I think this is my second year in university, and like a few of us in there said, "Oh, come back next year. We'll all get the place together again." So I put our names down. Yeah, fantastic. We met again on the third year. And say, "Oh, thank God so-and-so's not here this year." And he walks through the door and he's living with us again. So we had another wonderful year of living with an alcoholic who used to come up at 2 o'clock in the morning and make mussels for dinner. He used to hammer them for some reason. Yeah, that was fun. So I'm pretty sure he was the guy that stole my cherry pie.
So you had an alcohol hammering his muscle in your house, huh?
Indeed, yes. Absolutely. It was fun. Did you go to university? You guys do the uni life?
I didn't go to university, no.
Otto, were you...
If I did, I wouldn't be here. Come on.
Fair enough.
I did go to university, but I didn't actually go to university.
You didn't do the whole away.
Yeah. I went there for other reasons.
No. Yeah, everyone does. No, I was with my now wife. Like from the first year, and then like halfway through the second year, we're like, let's just get married, and then I went back to university. But yeah. So, what's your solution for the stealing milk problem, Cranky?
At the moment, it's just writing messages on the bottle, just like blatantly writing "fuck off" on the bottle.
I think you should slip a little laxative in there.
Well, like I said to you before we started, I've looked online. You can get little locking systems that you can obviously take off and put on the next milk bottle. And you can lock your milk bottle. So if it keeps happening,
can you get the biggest padlock imaginable? Like barely fits in the fridge. Just get something really heavy duty.
Being a welder, I thought about actually making a stainless steel case.
Or get one of those steering wheel locks or something.
Go really over the top. Yeah.
Get a car battery and some copper wire and hook it up to the lid of that milk bottle. Whoever touches it gets electrocuted.
Yeah. I think you just
got to properly over the top.
I think you just got to like fill it with like something that isn't milk to make them go like God. And but the problem is like what do you do with your own milk then? Do you like disguise it as a bottle of bleach or something? You know. And no one's asking why is someone keeping his bottle of bleach in the fridge? Doesn't matter. That's Cranky's drinking bleach. Just run with it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I made that joke on the pre-show, so it's not as funny because we're not all laughing at it. But I thought it was funny at the time, so I had to repeat it. We should record the pre-streams.
Dude, my inner monologue on the Butter Zone is: should I make this joke? No, I probably shouldn't. Well, it is our off-topic stream. No, I probably still shouldn't. And so it ends up in me just kind of like staring at the screen while other people talk. And then thank God the moment passes. So.
Well, we're going to tier some stuff tonight. We got 3 wonderful categories of tiering, and oh, by the way, what are we drinking tonight? I have a wonderful bottle of Ghost Ship. Thank you. My wife picked that up for me today because I said we're doing Butter Zone. I need a drink. I did invite her back on, but she said no. She wants to go and sit and watch films in bed. So all right.
I've got a Buxton Kingslayer. Nice IPA, double
a little
IPA.
bit of Regicide in the afternoon.
Making me feel self-conscious. I was gonna grab the beer that I got smashed with on our STA stream, but I can't even smell that stuff now without getting a little bit queasy. So.
That stream was amazing.
You need to
if we're having a good
take it.
Yeah, if we're having a good time, I might go grab something else.
I've never seen someone.
The odds
degrade.
of that are low.
I've never seen someone drink that much so quickly and degrade so quickly. Like you went from just like high point of like I'm semi-competent to just like
didn't want to drag out the stream. So.
Yeah, running perfectly, and all of a sudden it was right. We've got to stop the stream now.
Look, the singing happened when I was stone cold sober. Don't attribute to beer.
True. Yeah, very true.
What is actually my natural talent.
I did like the message you sent to me about an hour after, just going, "Thank you for stopping it when you did." I was like, right, we have.
Dude, I apparently messaged like 6 people because I logged on Discord the next day and I see like a bunch of DMs. I'm like, oh my god, what did I say to people?
All good things. All good things. No, if you haven't seen it, go see our last Star Trek Adventures improv. It went places. It was fun. I really enjoyed it. You guys were a delight, especially when I was just like, right, let's get the plot moving, and also your character was just like, no, let's go drinking.
But wait.
You were trying so hard to like keep things legitimate, and I'm like, oh
no,
I'm going to show this fucker how the stream is going to work.
I'm in control now. I'm the GM.
Spent half the game stood in the toilet with shit in your hand.
Trying to transport.
Look, if I would have succeeded those dice rolls, I would have been a hero. All right.
Oh dear.
No, the issue is once you start tiering stuff, it becomes impossible to stop. So
everything.
That's why we open with the bands.
Yeah, we do. It is. Yeah, it's. You kind of want to put everything in its proper order, and then you want to do it again. It's a weird compulsion to organize. And I have. Do any of you guys or anyone else in chat have the weird compulsion? Organization compulsion. Like things have to be. I don't know if that's. I don't want to say it's an OCD, but I kind of enjoy organizing like my books or organizing my games or things like that. I have a thing where I like putting them and arranging them. Is that just me being weird, or I don't know?
I go through sort of phases of doing that. For a while, I won't care. I don't give a shit. However it is, that's how it is. And then all of a sudden, I'll go, hold on a minute. If I put that there and then that there, that looks good. And then I've got to do everything.
Yeah. So you've started like pulling 2 books off the shelf, and then now you're just like, no, it's all good. Wait, start again, take it all off, right? Yeah.
But then you get to the end and you go, but now what if I put this section next to that section there, and you start organising the sections differently.
There you go. I'm glad you get it. It's hard to do in the kids' rooms.
It's not organizing for me, but it is cleaning, like power washing or doing dishes or that. I do like cleaning.
I've got a we had decking in our house and I've changed it for a patio, and I need to get a power washer for that, and I've played some Power Washer Simulator now, and it kind of made me think like maybe I should get maybe I'm into power washing now. Should I get the different nozzles, the different attachments, and different pressure levels, and just work out what kind of end can get into what kind of, like it's a thing.
Thank you, Trek Time Twitch subscribers, for paying for Captain Idle's house. He appreciates it.
Yes, your £300 a year really helps. Goes to
hey.
No, it does. It helps with the charity. Come on.
All right, we'll fix that in post. We'll edit out Idle's comments. Don't worry.
No. No, deep love to everyone that subscribes. Gonna climb back out of that ladder. Should we tier some stuff? Let's tier some stuff. That sounds like a great little segue. Otto, you've prepared some more tiering wonderfulness for us. We're going to start with I've got to read this properly. Memes and tropes. Star Trek memes and tropes. Okay. We're going to start with the classic imagery that everyone knows of Star Trek, even if they haven't watched. Do me a favor
and share your screen for us.
Oh, you want me to share that? That means I have to change my layout as well. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. I'm going to break the stream a minute, because this is professionalism. You need to look at that screen. Actually, I can just share a window. Hang on.
By the way, Stars, if you're watching, I'm very sad that you're not going to be here for the Burnham always cries trope, because I think we'd have a very spirited discussion over that.
I didn't even see that one. Right, let me just duplicate this.
That's the only mildly offensive one.
Right, let me just fix my stream a second. Otto, talk us through it. What we got in tonight's lineup?
It's just memes and tropes. So either literal memes like we could have seen this GIF 100 times already, the cause and effect Riker Geordi one, or just some tropes like Ensign Kim will never be promoted, or Janeway likes to murder Tuvix, that sort of thing.
Right, hang on, I've broken absolutely everything now. As per usual. No, why is it doing that? Right, let me start this again. Let me go over it.
Well, you're vamping. I'll also say we have Pike's powerful hair. We have J.J. Abrams' lens flare. We have Kirk sleeping with every green girl in the universe. What else we have there? Oh, the red shirts. That's got to be tiered pretty highly. So
definitely. Keep vamping.
No, Chakotay's Native American stereotyping is not on the list. We had to make the cutoff somewhere. So unfortunately, that one didn't make it.
Why is it doing this? This program is so weird. Oh, I should really set this all up beforehand. We need to use a different streaming software. Right. Now I need to find Cranky. Where's Cranky? Oh, there you go. There he is. He's nearly there. He's nearly on screen. There he is. We've got it. We've got a Cranky. We've got the 4 of us.
How is the scoring based? It's based on a completely unscientific, whatever we want sort of thing.
This is pure science. There's nothing but
science. If you put too much thought into it, then our friendship will break up. So
right. Okay. Let's start with Picard singing reciting his love poetry to Loaxana, with Damon Tog holding Loaxana and Deanna Troi in.
It is the annoyed Picard meme.
Mm-hmm. Now, what the fuck is this?
When I think Star Trek memes, that's like right at the top of the list, right?
That or the facepalm.
Yeah, this is the one you will see the most of. Maybe I have a feeling you've actually missed one on here that's actually come up by recently, which is the Harry and Tuvok. Are you guys friends? And one's saying no, and one of the other one's saying yes. But I'd say that one's coming up in popularity lately. That's hitting the meme stocks.
Millions of entrants because we have to have something. It's like a snub list at the awards show. Mm-hmm. You have to have something to talk about.
Well, saying a B, I may say an A. I think this is quintessential maybe even an S.
I think that's an A tier.
Yeah.
You can make so much of it as well.
When you think about memes that have transcended the Trek bubble into greater popular culture, is there any greater than the annoyed Picard meme? Chat's asking for criteria. I'm like, I can't even tell you guys.
No,
it's just like whatever we think about.
I'm kind of thinking S. Like it is the Trek meme, aside from like...
I wouldn't be against it being an S.
I wouldn't be against it.
Now,
we can always come back to
once
it.
upon a time, I put the Bajoran lightship in A tier because we started out with it. I'm like, hey, it looks cool. So you got to be aware that the first one you get real excited about.
Right. Okay.
We can move it. We can always move it.
Archer cutting logs. That's a D.
That being said, I also think it's S tier. So. No, this is Archer's skill as a diplomat in general. How memeable.
Can you
Not really.
enlarge them at all? I can't actually see that.
I can't really know. That's no.
It's him with the chainsaw for
Yeah.
when he has to apologize to them.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
He refuses to do it for the entire episode, and then he has a moral quandary, and he goes, "Oh, okay then." And then you see him in the funky gear with a chainsaw. It's like the most stupidest thing ever. I think it's got to be a D tier. It's like a really bad
Humble
moment.
Archer.
It's basically Archer being a dick for an episode.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but isn't that like
Every
hilarious
episode.
and get referenced all the time? So
Yeah, I don't know if it gets referenced all the time. I've occasionally seen it a couple of places, but I wouldn't say it's like up the top.
okay, all right.
Yeah, that's one of the lesser seen memes in my experience.
I think it's less terrible than the next one. So
Burnham crying.
we may rejigger.
I'm just going to put Burnham crying there in D because, come on. Yes, it happens a lot, but what the fuck? Like, come on.
See, I think that could be a C. I mean, I like Burnham, I like Discovery, but that could easily go into a C.
Don't encourage them.
All right, chat. We're definitely gonna need chat with this one. Burnham crying in every episode.
She doesn't. That's the thing. She doesn't. And even if you
So
watch
you-
season 3 and 4, there's like one episode where she does. Like, come on.
So you told me once, I don't know, last year, you said, "Oh, you got to watch." I think it was one of the finales. You're like, "You got to watch it. It's not all about Burnham. It's a good, cohesive episode. You like it." So I watched it, and she literally cried 4 times in one episode. I'm not even making it up.
Season 4's brilliant. You should watch season 4. It's peak Trek.
That being said, it's
Fuck, where am
not
I going?
it's not a joke. It's sadly true, and therefore,
Yeah, I'm not going to disagree that it's overdone in the first couple of seasons, but I will hate on it for putting it there for the reasons that people use it to just go, "Oh, Discovery's shit because it keeps crying and it's woke and blah 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 and emotions." I'm like, fuck off. If you don't like it, don't fucking watch it. Anyway,
it is divisive to Trekkies. So that is another point against it. Yes.
It's a versatile meme, though. I've seen it with some funny captions.
it's a well used meme.
Yeah.
Okay, how about could we have seen this meme before? A dozen, 100 times? It's impossible to tell. That's a freaking A tier meme. That is so good. The best part about this meme is it never gets old. You can literally repeat it once a week and it's still funny.
I follow a couple of Star Trek meme groups.
Yeah.
And I've seen that meme posted, and then every comment in the comment section afterwards is that meme again.
Yeah. And do you know what the funniest one I saw of that is? A version of that meme where it's from All Good Things, old Riker and old Geordie from All Good Things, and it's exactly the same quote. It's like, how many times can we say? I was like, yes, that's just finesse.
I don't know, I've just realised an absolute top Star Trek meme that we don't have on this list.
Oh.
The Geordie.
Look, don't talk down the list, all right?
The Geordie.
Oh yeah, that's an S tier. That would be an S tier meme.
Yeah.
That's everywhere.
That's an S tier.
The Drake meme,
But we don't have it.
No, never mind. A tier for the 100 times.
I think so.
From the cause and effect one, I think A.
Yeah.
It hasn't quite broken into popular culture, but I do pop for it every time.
Okay, I'm going to assume this is Harry Kim not getting promoted.
Yes, Forever Ensign.
Forever Ensign. These are all quite good. Like, because it
probably B tier.
I might say B.
I think. Okay. I was going to say C tier.
Oh, you're going to go down.
You kind of. That's very much something for someone who's a Star Trek fan. You've got to know Star Trek to know that he doesn't get promoted.
It's also kind of done to death now. Even I think the moment what killed it was when Garrett Wang was making jokes about it, and has been like, okay, now the actor's on board, so maybe this is kind of like, he didn't get promoted. It's dumb. He should have got promoted like dozens of times.
A point in its favor, though, is this is just about as much. This is like the maximum amount that you can laugh at someone else's misfortune without it being cruel. Because he's not real. So.
He's not. Garrett Wang doesn't exist.
Chat seems to like it. They say A tier, S tier.
Maybe B then. We'll keep it B. If you're saying C, chat saying
B
A.
at best.
Probably be a B.
There's coffee. Considering what else we've got.
There's coffee in that nebula.
Janeway's obsession with coffee.
That's an A tier for me.
This is C tier. I don't know. I don't. It doesn't connect with me really.
I think it's fun. I mean, the show literally does play on her coffee addiction. They mention it. Janeway pins Neelix up against the wall, saying, "Why are the replicators out? Give me my fucking coffee!" And like literally, so the show addresses it. It's not so much a meme as more like it is part of the fabric of Trek that Janeway is a coffee addict. She has a problem.
Yes, but is that hilarious?
I think so. I think it's funny. I'll go B.
In certain circumstances.
I'd maybe go B, leaning C, maybe.
Not a fan.
B, I think.
B.
I'd say
chat
C.
Chat saying A. Waltz with auto. Well, we'll check it C. We'll check a C for now and see where it sits. Tuvix.
I think the irony of Ensign Kim being ranked above Captain Janeway is too good to pass by.
Tuvix. I assume that's what you mean with tearful Janeway there.
Yes,
Clearly
Janeway's desire is to kill Tuvix. The sheer delight she takes in murdering a man is one of the classic Star Trek tropes.
It absolutely is. I think one of my favourite memes is the one from Prodigy, and it's taken holographic Janeways on the bridge of the Protostar, and she's going, what would the real Janeway do? And the captions just come up, kill Tuvix. I quite like that one. I'd go B. It's been done a lot, but it's still it's a legitimate debate. It's a pretty solid Star Trek debate. It's a okay episode, but it's like, if you create a new life out of two other lives, do those two lives become more important than it conflates the meaning of the needs of the many mean more than the needs of the few, because it's a strange conundrum why they didn't just use the transporters to make all three happen, because that's the magic of the transporters.
No,
do whatever you want. Really?
Yeah. We can beam shit onto Tuvix's eye, but we can't save him. So
what was he make the joke the other day? You could beam his bladder onto his eye or something. Neelix's lungs onto Spock's eyes or something. I
do appreciate how it's such a somber episode, but all the discussion around it is just jokes and poking fun. So
and Janeway just kills him, just like, no, you're going to die. I want my friends back, even Neelix. Okay. I'm not going to say it. Gone! I was going to shout out loud, but I don't want to wake everyone up. Gone. From Wrath of...
It's going to be S tier, right?
You think S tier?
I'll go S.
S tier. I think, right, here's my controversial opinion of the Wrath of Khan, because I have a few. The Khan scene it's weird, because he's already said to Spock, if hours were days, then, blah, blah, blah. And they've got that code to mean that he already knows that they're safe and they're fine. So why has he got all the rage? It's not just for acting. Like, Shatner's generally going,
it is for acting.
But it's...
Because Khan's superior intellect requires all of Kirk's effort to circumvent.
Well, true.
So he's giving him what he thinks Khan wants to
But I think it's played in the film as if, he's genuinely upset. He's been stranded. Khan has outwitted him. But it feels like Kirk is shouting there in genuine rage, and you feel it as a person watching the film. But then it's immediately kind of gone like, now it's just faking
it. Not every viewer though has clued in yet at that point, so I think it's fine.
I'll go A. If
more importantly, it's someone who's never seen an episode of Star Trek has heard about this. That's got to come for something.
Well, Trekkie saying S.
I say S. Idle says A. Cranky,
I'm happy with S or A.
Sounds like that's an S.
Come on, you gotta split the vote.
I'll go S. Yeah, it's
the
Khan scream. It's got to be an S.
Okay, the Kirk and Gorn fight. That's S. That is so
That's S all day long.
You think so?
That's seen everywhere. Anytime someone does a mock fight with someone in a rubber costume on some rocks, it always like the Kurt Gorm fight. It's
Yeah.
It's just instantly, you just look, one glance at that and you get the music in your head.
Yeah.
Straight away.
He's like, he's making a rudimentary rocket launch. I was going to say lathe then, because you've been talking about Galaxy Quest lately. That's right.
So, spoiler alert, we do have this arena episode coming back for another tiering session later.
Oh, do we? Do we indeed? Okay, that's S tier. I think it's universally agreed. S tier.
I didn't think it was that strong, but it is pretty hilarious.
It is. So. It is. Yeah, no. We're talking like quintessential Trek memes. This is looking pretty...
I mean, even Shatner himself has memed it with videos with the Gorn suit, and it's just perfect.
That's true. He did come back like 40 years later and do a commercial for it. So.
Yeah.
Sitting on the sofa playing games with them, punching him in the arm. What's this one, Otto? What's the light?
This is the J.J. Abrams lens flare.
The lens flare. Oh, Christ. Yeah, that's pretty terrible, but also, very memeable. Like, I still cannot believe that statistic. Like, Into Darkness had something like 200 plus lens flares. Like, that seems ridiculous. Like, you thought they actually finished 09 thinking, with people saying, holy shit, too many lens flares, and they went, no, more. We need more.
I was actually watching an episode of Fringe today, which Abrams also directs. And out of nowhere, they put in this massive, like, completely fake lens flare. And I'm like, oh my God, I just remember JJ directed this. It was really bad.
No, I love Fringe. Fringe is great.
Wants to restart.
Oh, hold on. Shots fired in chat. It's an Abrams meme, not a Star Trek meme.
It's still Star Trek, sorry.
Oh.
It's all Star Trek, even the Star Trek we don't like, especially the Star Trek we don't like. I
have no opinion.
Say B. It's very quotable. It's
that's
in the fabric
like
of Trek.
Or even a D for me.
I'm thinking of
chance on the C train.
I'm thinking in terms of like memeability, of like how much this is in the Trek consciousness, like how many people that are in Star Trek know about and laugh about the lens flare thing. I think it's quite a lot of the population. B or C? B or C? Oh, maybe we'll put a C then. We'll stick a C.
Yeah, I think I'd say C too.
Okay. Facepalm Picard. Oh, I'm gonna say S.
It's got to be an A or an S.
Yeah.
I'd say A tier.
A tier.
It's not quite as...
I would say it's prolific out there. I would say it's definitely used very...
That's definitely gone beyond the Trek community.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but not quite as much as the others. Plus, all the captains have done it from time to time. So
that's true.
You have like a Janeway one and a Sisko one. And...
A. Trekkie saying S tier.
If you guys think it's S, I mean...
I can live with it at an A.
I can live with an A. I would say it's S myself, but if everyone's saying... If the more likely people are saying A, then we can settle for that. We can always go... We'll go over the list later. Pike's Peak. Pike's Peak is... Oh, I want to say A. I want to say S, but I'm going to say A. I think A is more realistic.
I think we're still in the... What's the word?
The dawn?
We're still in the infant stages of the Pike's Peak meme. I think it will grow in legend over the run of Strange New Worlds and become even greater.
You know what I think? No, you know what I think is going to challenge it in Strange New Worlds is going to be Ortegas's hair. I think they're going to have some sort of like, alpha dominance hair off during that. There's going to be like some sort of fashion show or something, because knowing Strange New Worlds, it'll go that bizarre. But yeah, no, Pike's Peak has definitely been the highlight of season 1 of Strange New World. I think
right now it's a B, but I think it could grow over time.
So chat's saying B as well. So okay, we can put it in B. B.
Cranky, what do you think?
I'm not really a fan of it. I find his hair distracting.
I find Anti-Man distracting, but that's just me.
I find the fireplace in his quarters on a spaceship distracting.
Yeah. The open fire kitchen.
Yeah.
That's so good. He's just... I love that scene where they're cooking in the second episode where Uhura comes to have sort of like a little dinner with them, and he's just cooking a big old Flintstone-style rack of ribs like in the middle of his quarters. I'm like, what the fuck? Red shirts.
That's got to be S tier, right? That's been known since like the 70s. You send the red shirts down, they're the first ones to die.
Yeah. That has transcended Star Trek as the whole red.
You want to go for S? The definition.
Also,
are we defining Star Trek here in the popular consciousness? I think we kind of are.
We're making law as we speak.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen the Family Guy scene where they're spoofing TOS and they're like, "There's something dangerous down there. Send Ensign Ricky," and they pan
Ensign
over
Ricky,
and
yes.
Ensign Ricky's there in a red uniform.
Ensign Ricky. Yeah, that's S tier. That's so.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
It is the metric of Star Trek. Like Walt says, is the voyage metric is what people say. How many red shirts he lost today? I think it's even like a colloquial term for lives lost in some organization somewhere. It's like, oh, we got a couple of red shirts. Okay.
Yeah.
Riker's ridiculous way of
Now
sitting
this-
on chairs.
Yes, this says this is how you sit down, change my mind. That's that meme. So the Riker maneuver.
The
I
Riker
like that
maneuver.
one.
It's pretty good. It's not as well known, but it's one of those things that I never noticed until I started seeing the memes. And I'm just like, now you look at it, it's like, oh my god, that's ridiculous. Or the way he puts his feet up on everything and he has to kind of straddle. Everything has to
The
be.
excuse is supposedly he had a back injury when he was younger, so that's why he steps over. That's not why you fucking steps over chairs. He does it because it makes him look sexy as fuck.
And he's.
Whoa, Cranky's got a little thing for Commander Riker, huh?
That's because he's strutting in. He's swinging his leg over.
Oh, his leg,
Not 'cause of a
okay.
back injury.
Swinging it around.
Dude, if we did cutaways, we would see Cranky dressed as like a chair for Halloween or something, just sitting there, waiting for Riker to come by.
Sit on me. I would say
I do think it's funny, but it's kind of contained, I would say.
B.
Yeah.
B.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely more hilarious than everything in B.
You want to go A?
It's like B and a half to me.
B and a half. We can't do B and a half. It literally won't let me. We're in only the Sith deal in absolutes. Look, we
All right, chat says A and B, so that doesn't help.
Okay. Well, I'd say B. You'd say A. Cranky, what would you say? You're the
I'll go
decider.
A. I'll go A because it fills that little gap.
Okay.
Even things out.
It looks nice in the little ladder.
Yeah.
Okay, adult
That's
Wesley.
not how tears work.
Adult Wesley being more hunky and 80s mature than what Will Wheaton actually turned out to be, although Will Wheaton is a handsome man.
This is the whole "Shut Up, Wesley" meme. I just picked that one because it's also hilarious.
Oh, right.
Shut up, Wesley. I think that's a solid B. It is pretty funny when Picard says it. You don't think so?
It's
I don't
early,
know, yeah,
it's early
the
TNG.
shut up Wesley line, yeah. The adult Wesley, I'm not.
If it's Shut Up Wesley, I'd probably go C because it's fine, but it's early TNG when Patrick Stewart wasn't really the diplomatic character he turned out to be.
on my bridge.
Yeah, so
Riker, help me not to look like an ass in front of children.
Exactly, and I didn't like that version of Picard. I much preferred the 3 to 7 Picard. And the adult Wesley thing was just bizarre.
That was weird, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, look at me, Mom.
Okay. Although his mom also did say "Shut up, Wesley" at one point.
Yeah, she
so.
did, yeah. C, I'd go for.
Yeah, I think C.
You gotta have
horrid.
some stinkers.
Okay. What's this one? Picard or Cisco?
Yeah, it's a campaign poster spoof where the topic is, "Do you let your officers be terrorists?" And Picard says, "Absolutely not." And Cisco says, "Sometimes I let my officers be terrorists as a treat."
True, he's not wrong.
I think it's hilarious, but it's not made its way that far into the internet yet. So
I'm not
maybe
even
a C.
sure I've seen that one before. If I have,
not
I
seen
haven't
that one,
paid
no.
attention.
I do like the. I've always liked that text meme, that copy pasta that's come out of just like, "Welcome to DS9. Our first officer is a militant. Our security officer is jelly. We have multiple criminals, and our Taylor is a spy / homosexual." It's a very effeminate, who's trying to chat up the twink of a doctor. I do like that one. I'd say B. It's funny.
Yeah.
It's a good, solid, funny meme.
B to C.
It's a sensible choice of memes.
I'd go C. It's funny, but no one's ever seen it. So
Okay.
No, it's not. It's not as well known as the others in B.
Okay. Last but not least, is this Kirk and women?
this image was named
baked
Slutty Kirk
potato.
on my computer. So
Is it file
yes.
1 of 27 or something?
It's his propensity to sleep with every alien in Star Trek,
See,
which you have to admit is made its way through popular culture.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
yes. No, that
definitely.
is. But I will say, yeah, it like the difference between TOS and TNG was like Kirk was always the one that got the women, whereas you'd expected. No, but it's always Spock got them more with more morals. But in TNG, it's like, oh no, Picard was the slut, and Riker was always like the, oh no, I've only got eyes for Deanna.
No, Riker slept with plenty of women.
Yeah.
Well,
The Crystal and Entity one, the game,
Angel one.
dude, he slept with
Okay,
plenty of
all right.
women. Come on.
all right, I'd say this is an A, maybe. I mean, for public consciousness, it's S because it's Captain Kirk, other than ripped shirts and talking like this,
So, here's a question for our all-male audience and hosts: is this phasing its way out of morally acceptable taboo culture?
I mean, yes, but it's definitely not what they're portraying Kirk as with Chris Pine and Paul Wesley. It's definitely something they're trying to go, yeah, no, maybe he's not.
Yeah, but I think still joking about Shatner's Kirk being that way is perfectly acceptable.
Wait, we got the Strange New Worlds trailer literally has a girl swooning over Kirk in it. So
True.
I don't think they're moving too far away from it.
True. But that's more a Lan thing than a Kirk thing, I would say. That's more Lan
It's
kind of
it's an
actually,
A
I'd say it's
tier.
more number one.
Yeah,
Just
it says
going,
A tier.
Sorry,
I think A tier.
A tier. I'd go
Yeah.
A. Yeah, all right.
By the way, that outfit, her outfit there,
That's
was
just
once
tinfoil.
captioned. It was once captioned, "The baked potatoes are done." So
Yeah, yeah. That's what I
now
know
you've
it best
said
from.
Now you've said it. I can't not see it. Oh,
they
dear.
can't cancel us if we don't have an audience.
That's very true. Can't cancel when ain't there. Okay, are we happy with this list?
Yeah, I think
I
so.
kind of think
Yeah.
we are.
I might swap Tuvix and lens flare because I think more people know about the lens flare. But
Maybe I could always say move lens flare up to B, and then it staggers down, and that looks a bit nicer.
you dork. That's not how tiers work. I just want it to look nice.
Everything should be even. We need 3 more so we can have a nice even pyramid here.
No,
Okay, I'm
I'm
happy.
gonna put out an odd number from now on to make sure that never happens.
All right, should we do another list? Do you want the chunky list, or should we do the next little one? Should we save the chunky one for the end?
Up to you guys.
Okay.
Hold on. We have
don't know
weapons
anything
in Star Trek and guest stars, which is the larger
Guest-
one.
yeah, like guest
famous guest stars.
Ah, nice. Cameo.
Let's do weapons. And we'll because guest stars is going to take us a while. You put a lot in there. So this is weapons. Let's start with Kirk's really shit, scientifically
Hold on.
improbable. You're holding on me again.
Hold on a minute.
You
We have to
haven't
come
had
up
a
with
beer
some kind of criteria here. Because if you just go for most powerful, we have like torpedoes and shit that would blow everything out of the water. So what are the criteria? There's iconicness.
Iconic.
There's damage, I guess. You got to throw damage in there somewhere.
Actually, realistically, would do damage maybe. Or I'm actually just thinking about Kirk's weapon here mostly because it's like even MythBusters went, yeah, they're incredibly improbable that he made this.
All right. Let's go with how fucking cool it is. I think that should be
Okay, all right, yeah.
one and only criteria, how cool it is.
How cool is it? Okay, so Kirk's makeshift weapon from Arena, which has been scientifically proven to not be possiand unless weirdly enough
That's not the criteria. I
know, but
Is it fucking
it's
cool?
worth mentioning. And even the solution was, I don't know. That episode is so kind of weirdly ham-fisted, like the way, like, look, he's found some sulfur. Now he just needs some ignition. Like it's like
That part does suck.
Yeah, that's kind of like a bit weird. It is very iconic though. It is like in terms of Star Trek, like it is.
It's S tier iconic. That's true.
S tier iconic, but it's not that cool.
I think that's an A tier.
I also say A.
I could go A.
It's a single use weapon as well. Once you've used it, that's it. You've blown your shot. You've blown your load.
Yeah, well, right, but that's like the story of the episode. Is this doesn't work? he's gonna die to the slowest lizard ever seen. So.
Actually, no, he doesn't even kill the Gaunt. He just sort of stuns it,
staggers him, and then then they come to a truce.
They do. Okay, guys.
It is pretty cool though.
The Bat'leth. The Bat'leth is so iconic. That's got to be
S tier.
S tier, without a doubt.
That's got such a history. So iconic.
In Walt saying
they designed it to be as fluid and lovely. It's basically the lightsaber of Star Trek.
The only problem with the Bat'leth is they never did any good choreography with it in the show. It was always like
you see Worf doing some good moves with it, but other than that,
Worf had better moves with the Mek'leth. Like the Mek'leth was a much better on-screen, much better on-screen combat weapon. The Bat'leth was more like. We have to hit them together. Like it was used best when in Birthright, Worf went to the reenactment of Kahless and Molor, and they did that kind of mock battle with the Bat'leths. It's like, it feels like that. But then when they go back to actual Bat'leth battles, it feels like they're doing that again. And it's sort of like they never quite worked out how to make it part of the choreography. Which is when they made the Mek'leth, it's like, this feels more like a dynamic shing weapon. Which when Worf,
it's great.
Yeah, it is nested, definitely. Yeah. I can't see the image of this one. What's this one? Oh, is that?
This is the Bat'leth that kills Wesley in Q's
the Spire
season 1 episode. Oh no, wait, that one kills Worf and then Wesley.
It kills Worf and Wesley. Stabs him through the heart. In Hyde and Q, is that the one?
Something like that.
Season 1, yes.
So is that not just another Bat'leth?
It's it's a bayonet.
It's a bayonet
from the
from the end of the rifle.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It kills Wesley.
I think the hilarity of impaling Wesley is pretty.
The Wesley's.
Everyone going finally.
That's S tier.
Actually,
it's not on the level of a
You didn't put hating on Wesley in your memes because it's a lot of Trek fans do that kind of unfairly.
I put "Shut Up, Wesley," and you said it was a terrible meme.
There you go.
You can't have it both ways. Come on.
Okay, we're kind of saying we like Walt saying D. But just saying Cranky is in an S tier.
D. In terms of iconic Star Trek weapons.
Dude, Wesley dies hilariously. It's got to at least be C tier.
Yeah. I'll give it for that.
Okay, the Romulan Bird of Prey from
the Plasma Torpedo
from Balance and Terror and from A Quality of Mercy. I really love how threatening this ship is for something that is kind of a little bit dumb looking but has this one-shot massive powerful weapon. I kind of really like it.
That being said, you can move out of range and then it sucks. So like it loses power as it goes.
And also if you're playing in I think it's Star Trek Legacy, you can just shoot them out of the air. And in Star Trek Online, you can just shoot them and they go. But it is very iconic. It is a very cool moment when they're waiting for this thing to charge up and it hits them and you think, oh my god, this is a powerful weapon. Like it destroys that entire colony. It feels threatening in a way that no other starship weapon, and I'm including the Thaleron generator from Nemesis, does since really.
We'll get to that.
Oh yeah.
Is this the weapon they used when they were destroying outposts along the neutral zone?
That being said, they apparently discontinue it in future Warbirds, and we just get regular like phasers and shit. So I guess it wasn't that great.
I like the moment. I'd probably go A if me.
I don't think it has that much cachet, really.
I think B.
B.
Yeah.
Walt saying B.
You did just write a whole novella about how great it is. So
it's a cool
I appreciate the effort, but
you're wrong. Okay, what I will go to bat for is the moment in Q Who where the Borg slices through the Enterprise D's hull. The
Borg cutting beam.
Laser, yes. Very cool. I think my favourite moment of that is just seeing when the little slice of the Enterprise D comes out and you get that little cross section of the decks as it comes out and you're like, oh my word, like this is some serious shit, they're in trouble now. And then they never use it again, but which is a shame because you've got a feeling like they could just fire that across the fleet and just cut starships in half, but they never seem to do it. But it did show how really powerful the Borg were compared to the Enterprise in that early section. Almost similar to the Enterprise episode where you got the starship with the shroomies that comes out, fucks the Enterprise up and leaves. You kind of get that lasting kind of fear that, okay, it's Enterprise, so you can dampen down the expectations down somewhat, but you do get that feeling like, oh my gosh, they're encountering something that they're not ready for. And that was a very cool moment.
It's that sort of, whoa, what the fuck was that kind of feeling.
Yeah, I remember watching that for the first time, just going, "Oh,
I'm kind
of scared. I don't want these guys coming up cutting my house up." Like, oh.
I would say B tier because everything you described is the same as the Bird of Prey's plasma torpedo. Really cool. Right. Never see it again. You are right. Only in one episode.
You are right.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And the Borg got overused to fuck. When we thought they were overused, they got used more. Okay, maybe maybe
even more.
B. No, if a lot of stuff here, I can't see. There's a lot of things here that I can't see going above it. Maybe so. Maybe we'll come back to that. I would definitely say it's more powerful than the Romulan one. Okay, what's the next one?
Is it as iconic as Kirk's homemade grenade launch?
No, it's not.
No, maybe not. Homemade grenade launch. Fuck, maybe that is an S. Shit. All right, what's this one? I vaguely recognize it.
That is Braxton's temporal disruptor from the episode Relativity.
Okay.
So, now, it can cloak itself out of phase, and it blows up the ship like 4 times before they stop it.
Is this the one that he hides in the panel on the?
Yeah, and Seven's board game plan is the only way they can see it.
That's the kind of go-to for every someone's espionaged. That's not the word. Someone's under subterfuge. No, I can't use my words tonight. Someone's hidden themselves in the ship and just placed some sort of thing in the computer, and they usually hide it in the Jeffries tube or behind the panel of something. And that's the kind of the go-to for a lot of like.
And they've shielded it in a way that you can't get to it.
That's the word I'm looking for. Sabotage.
I would say Bruce McGill makes it at least C tier, but beyond that, I have no thoughts about it.
I have very little memory of it. I have very little memory of Voyager. That's someone.
I like the episode. It's a decent episode.
I could say C then.
In terms of the weapon itself, I think it's C tier.
Booter says Braxton should be C tier because Bruce McGill cries about Janeway. That's true. He gives that excellent soliloquy about how he had to go to rehab twice because Janeway doesn't give a shit about the Temporal Prime Directive.
Okay, how about the Defiant's awesome pulse phasers? That is...
I adore those. They're not necessarily iconic or powerful, but
they are so powerful.
Cool.
They fuck up everything they fire at. Literally, you want the kill shot, you put something in front of the Defiant, fire those, they blow up, the Defiant flies through it, everyone cheers.
They should have put them on every ship. They should have retrofitted every ship to have those afterwards.
It would have made sense, but I think like when you look at like the design of like, can you imagine a Galaxy class with pulse phaser? No, it kind of looks a bit weird. But having the Defiant being the shape it is to kind of be this kind of like the fighter jet of like starships.
You just say that because you're used to 10 years of it the other way. If you had swapped them, you would have said, "Oh, I can't imagine it without." So.
You're not wrong. But I would definitely say for how cool it is, it's an S tier cool for me, definitely.
Oh, no, I don't think S tier.
Oh.
It's not as iconic, though.
No.
Okay.
I mean, although personally,
I did say cool was the only criteria. So.
It's very cool.
The Defiant isn't one of my favourite Federation ships.
Mine either.
It's nice. It's nice that they've got a different weapon system.
It is a very, I always got excited in those episodes of DS9, the Defiant's going into a fight, you're going to see some cool shit. You're going to see it blown up some Klingon Birds of Prey or Jem'Hadar warships. Like, it looks good in action, and that's kind of one of the big cool criteria. So I'll settle for A.
Frankie's word is law on this episode. So.
Okay, how about the dagger, the iconic...
That is iconic.
That's pretty iconic. That's kind of... Are we just massive Klingon stands in, then we're just going to put every freaking Klingon weapon in?
Dude, I have like 6 Klingon weapons in this, so...
I mean, they've had the tag since the original series. It was slightly different back then, but it was...
Oh, did they? I didn't know.
The same. Walt says it's just a dagger. So
no. You press the button and the thing... Like, come on, we come from an era of the 80s and 90s where if the toy had a button and it did something like flick out, it was just the best toy in the world. You could be so cool, walk at the playground, look what I've got. Chung! That's why Switchblades were so popular. That's why Nokia flip phones, why people love those. Everyone loves a gadget they can play with, that they can push a button and it does something physical. And they go, yeah. And that's what the Detach was.
I always thought it looked kind of cheap. And I hate the flip out thing because, like, what if you get sand in the button and then it stops working? You know?
Well, it's like
dry blood.
It's like key fobs. You just press the button and they're out forever.
Walt says it cannot be better than the Borg cutting beam.
In which case, I'd maybe
when you
advocate...
get one that flicks out, but the one's stuck.
That's true.
I would advocate then maybe moving the ball
Shake
cutting beam
it to
to an
get it
A
out.
and putting the dagger with the ball cutting beam. I'm with Walt on this one.
You can't justify a Borg beam by using a Klingon dagger. No, come on.
Okay. At least, okay, maybe I could put it in a B. Maybe we'll put it... It sounds like we're putting this in B.
All right, I'll tell you what. This is strike 2 for moving Borg
going
cutting
A
beam
for
up.
the time.
But I'm going to need one more justification. B. I'm okay with C too.
No, okay. Are we thinking C then?
We will revisit it when we get to the mech left.
I'm thinking we should lower the Borg cutting beam at this point.
No way. Absolutely not. Absolutely. Don't you make this a beans on toast moment from last time. No, don't you dare. Ball cutting beam is cool. You can't deny it.
All right, this is fine for now. We have like 60 more images to go through this time. The Echo Papa 607
from
The
Arsenal of
Ultimate
Freedom.
Evolution.
And one of the other times we see the
Emphasis on
sources section. This is weird. I mean, it was a cool concept. Like, it's a device that learns as you go along, but it's only kind of just popped up now. Was it like the first time it was launched? And you got the weird tour guide guy who was that actor whose name I forget.
Yeah, he's so bad.
Yeah,
He was the ghost on the train in Ghostbusters.
was he? Oh, yeah, he was, wasn't he? Fuck me. But he's been in loads of stuff as well. Yeah.
Well, no, but Booter, we're not judging based on like how much damage the weapon does. It's just like coolness and iconicness, I guess, is what we've settled on. So the damage is like a secondary thought.
How did they ultimately?
Otherwise, Kirk's little homemade grenade launcher wouldn't be able to beat it.
No. How did they defeat them in the Arsenal of Freedom? I've forgotten. Do we remember? Do they just shoot them more?
They get them to shoot each other, don't they? They manage to tell them that
So they kind of
drones to shoot each other.
So they're defeated by like dumbness, but defeated by their own hubris or something along those lines. I kind of say C. It's clever they've got a device that learns from the target they're attacking. That's a kind of cool feature.
I like the fact that they upgraded each time, so it come out, learn, and then upgrade, and then learn, upgrade again.
What were they
two of them
again?
came out.
What was on that? I've forgotten that episode entirely. What was on
it
that
was
planet?
It was a planet that had destroyed itself, a civilization that had destroyed itself through war.
I go C.
So they created weapons that were too good and ended up killing them all, basically, I think.
I go C. C sounds good.
All right, what did I miss? We're still talking about that little shit? Yeah.
Sounds like a C.
Yeah, C at best.
Okay.
Although we do get the lollipop, it's a good ship joke in this episode.
Oh, yeah, from USS Exeter. What's this one, Auto? Can't see the image. Is that from the Tacon?
That is the Ferengi energy
the laser whip,
which
yes.
I think is S tier. You're going to have to talk me down out of S tier on this bad boy.
It looks like Sith Lord. It's this Force lightning.
You never see it
very frightening.
You never see it until Lower Decks, where they make a joke about it.
What? You see it in TNG?
Not until
The Last Outpost, season 1?
Yeah, I know that. Not until Lower Decks. Like, it's never used or referenced again.
Because it's so intimidating, they don't want to bring it up.
This is back when they were trying to make the Ferengi the big bad.
Isn't it referenced by Quark on Deep Space Nine? Maybe when he's talking to his cousin Galen about
Fuck!
Probably.
I'm sure it's referenced at some point. You don't actually see them though.
What? This is when they're trying to make the Ferengi the big bad, and then they went, "No, these guys are comical. We'll have to go to. We need to invent someone else." And then they came. The Borg came about because the Ferengi were terrible, and then they.
All right, it's
actually,
S tier. Let's move on.
No, it's
No.
D. It's fucking D. It's such.
It's not a D.
It's a D.
Oh, wait, D.
Come on.
Within the Trek community,
They've got phasers.
Iconic.
These guys have phasers. They've got a fucking whip. This is
Yeah, you've seen
Indiana
their
Jones.
phasers though. Their phasers are lame.
It's a whip that fires phasers. So you have
That's
You
even
have the
more
spool
absurd.
factor
You got to
and the
spool it
regular
up. Just
dip.
go, give us a minute. I'm charging it up. It's
I
ridiculous.
think,
It's so
I think
80s.
C tier.
You put out there with the biker mice from Mars, not in Star Trek.
Dude, your opinion of beans on toast has
This has
permanently
nothing to do with
compromised.
food.
Permanently compromised what we think of your opinion when it comes to tiering. Look, chat says S tier and A tier, so
bullshit.
it's
Right,
pretty
Cranky, what do you
damn
think,
cool.
Cranky?
I think C or B. It's middling.
All right, I'll move up to a C.
No,
Yes.
dude,
I'm happy with it, C.
No, it's gotta be B tier.
It's not
Give
better
me
than the
B
Echo
tier.
Papa. It's the same season.
Look, hold on. We're playing Monopoly now. I will trade you B tier Energy Whip for A tier board cutting beam.
All right, sold. Okay.
I'm not sure I agree with that.
Too late, it's happened. Steal deal.
Can I be the banker?
Yeah, just steal from the bank. Okay, how about the poison claw from Code of Honor?
The Glaven, it's
The
called.
Glaven.
Violent.
I will say it is an excellent, probably the best part of that entire episode, which it's not much of a horse race, but when the thing flies off their hand and accidentally hits some schmuck in the front row, and he immediately dies.
He's got that
That
bit of
is
ketchup
hilarious.
on his chest. Yeah. Oh.
I don't know. I think that's C or D. Yeah.
It's a terrible episode, but it's not a bad
It's a
weapon.
terrible weapon as well, isn't it? Isn't it? I haven't seen it for a long time, but isn't it like massive?
Yeah,
Like
the whole
hugely oversized.
Like-
Walt makes a point. It's so impractical. Like you have to fight. It's basically like the lightsaber of weapons, where if it grazes you, you immediately die. But that's never shown. So
C feels right.
It's almost as dangerous to the person using it as it is to the person you're fighting.
yeah,
All right, Kirk's double axe handle punch. It's an S tier. That's an S
A or
tier.
S tier.
I accidentally put James Cromwell guest star in the weapons list, but I think I might have fixed that
No,
later.
we've got to tier it alongside.
The double fist punch. Well, now hold on, because right after this we have the Kirk judo chop. So I think we need to kind of
call it
tier
by
these.
its proper name. It's Kirk Fu.
Kirk Fu, yeah.
Kirk Fu. I think we need to like tier these in concert, because which one is cooler and which one is more iconic?
The axe handle is more iconic. I think the judo chop's
Really?
just dumb. I think it's really stupid. Austin Powers has ruined
Yeah,
that
but
for
it's
everyone.
so funny when he does the judo chop
chop.
on each side of the neck.
Oh yeah, that's why we're calling it a judo chop. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
I would flip flop that. I think the judo chop is more recognizable for Kirk.
I think they're both about the same, to be honest. And they've
Yeah.
got probably about the same level as the drop kick.
Oh yeah, of course. Oh yeah, the freaking
Yeah, the off the wall drop kick,
double foot
completely
drop
miss your
kick.
opponent.
Yeah.
I can't wait till we get that in Trek. A, B.
Dude, the batleth is so fucking cool that nothing has even come close to it yet. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, it's A.
You thinking A? You thinking both of these A?
Yeah.
probably.
Okay. This is the Klingon phaser rifle.
The Klingon disruptor.
Klingon
Yeah.
disruptor cannon.
Pistol.
It's all right.
No, it's handheld.
Yeah.
It's the old it's the
the-
movie disruptor
movie
and the early TNG. Yeah, I think they use it in DS9 too.
They do. Yeah.
Yeah.
A or B? Yeah, I think A or B works tricky.
Yeah.
It's okay. I like the design of it. I wouldn't say it's any better than a phaser. It definitely embodies the Klingon design.
It's used
we're
more
all
than
fucked
almost
up here
everything on
because-
the list.
That's true.
It's better. It's
broadside
better than
now.
a Borg cutting beam.
I
It
agree,
should- it should
but I
only
had to
be
get the
A.
energy whip up. I had to.
Like, listen, if the ball cutting beam goes down, so does the energy whip. That's all I'm saying. They go in concert. They're a tandem.
Yeah,
They're a
the
tandem.
board
tier
cutting
together.
beam is not A.
You
I tell
just
you what,
put it
let's
to an A. You
switch.
said, "Do you want to move it?"
Let's switch the cutting beam and
Let's
energy whip. I
not.
think that fits.
If the ball cutting beam goes down, so does the energy whip.
No.
Yes.
No way. Dude, energy whip is so much cooler than a.
I think they're both a B. I think they're both a B.
No, I don't change the deal on Prey or change it any further.
Wait. Hold on. Didn't we agree that the cutting beam and the Romulan bird of prey plasma torpedo are identical
Okay,
in
so the
concept?
Romulan bird of prey moves up. I can see that.
Now, come on, they're both B.
They're bees.
They're Bs.
Especially with the other stuff that we've got coming
the
up.
ball cutting beam and the Romulan. Right, okay, I'll say the Romulan bird of prey is not as cool as the energy whip. It is much cooler. I would say a Romulan bird of prey over the cutting beam as going
For the
up.
sake of the greater good, I'll take the whip back to C.
Right, fine. Okay.
But it is S tier, and everybody
Only because
knows
you
it.
want this to be accurate rather just like
S
trolling
tier
me.
and a heart.
All right, so the Disruptor, is that an A then? Is that why
think that
we're
might be
moving everything
I
on?
think that's an A.
You think it's an A? I'd say B
It's
myself,
been used
but
so
I
much.
won't fight it.
It's a pretty cool looking, compared to most Star Trek phasers and pistols, it's a pretty cool looking one as well.
All right. The Lirpa.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because actually, Ortegas came out and said it's a Lirpa. She actually finally gave us the correct colloquialization. Let's all sing on stream. That works so well. It's iconic.
Now,
it's S tier iconic.
It doesn't come with the music, though. So, I'd say B tier.
I would say A,
I think B
partly
tier.
because what was it? The cable guy basically riffed this whole fight. It is in there. If we're going to go from the last tiering sessions metrics, it's there in popular culture.
Well, yeah, but it's riding the coattails of that great music, though. And the giant gong that you lightly tap and it makes a huge resonant sound.
And in terms of it being an actual useful weapon,
I don't know. I think it is a useful weapon. You've got the cutting blade, and then you've got heavy implement on the other side. So you've got a bit of counterbalance. You could definitely do like baton tricks with it and get a bit of momentum behind it. I think the choreography didn't use the Lurper well.
When they're stood on them podiums with the big padded.
Dude,
that's true.
Its proximity to the Ambo Jitsu weapon is too close.
That's
to be
true.
very cool.
All right.
I think
Trekkie says S tier. Dude, it's not a batleth. Come on.
It is not a bad.
It's okay, but it's not a batleth.
And B.
And it's not on par with Kirk and his double.
That's true. That's
double
true.
fist.
What about a mechleth?
All right, hold on. I got to go to the bathroom. The next one, by the way, is the phaser rifle. All I'll say for the mechleth is wherever you want to tier it, it goes up one rank because of how Worf used it in First Contact.
Yes. I'm going to say A.
No spoilers, but how he uses it in Picard Season 3 as well.
That's actually not a mechleth. That's a curleth.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's a curleth. That's actually a different weapon. It's slightly longer in the blade.
I thought it was an updated Mechleth.
And there's actually, if you've Picard Season 3 spoilers, which there are some spoilers, I'm not going to tell you what they are, but there is a little added extra component to his curleth as well, which is quite cool. And there's a point of a joke. Yes, point of a joke in the last episode. So it's very cool. But the mechleth, I'm going to go for an A for a mechleth. Like the reason I was saying earlier, the batleth is iconic. It is cool. But they never used it the way that they used the mechleth, which was just and like
I think the mechleth's more practical as a weapon.
Like Worf can take it into space and cut Borg up. Like that is just cool.
Yeah.
And he does it on
and
DS9.
It's actually like the bat'leth. You kind of it's a cool weapon for a Klingon, but can you imagine using it in a hand-to-hand fight? Whereas a mechleth, you can imagine it being a decent.
I would
using it yourself
if you were in a knife fight and you had a batleth or a mechleth, you'd be pulling the mechleth out.
Definitely.
In this hypothetical knife fight that we're suddenly in for no reason.
Yeah.
Well, we are going to Birmingham soon. It could happen. I might order myself a mechleth just in case.
Some batleths and mechleths.
Yeah. Oh man, we should do that. We should dress up as Klingons and reenact the Kahless and the Molor fight with the singing and everything. That'd be great. In the middle of the Hilton Hotel, wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah, we wouldn't gather much of a crowd at all.
Oh no, we would. We're so good. It'd be fun. I would put mechleth at S. I would actually put it up there, but I know it's not as popular or not as commonly known. It's
not as iconic.
It is which is a shame. It's a real shame.
It's whereas the batleth is a very Klingon weapon, whereas the mechleth, as we know it, is more of a Worf weapon. He prefers the mechleth.
That's true. Actually, yeah. Do you see any other Klingons using mechleths? I don't think you
Not that I know
do. No.
Not off the top of my head.
Unless you see any. DS9 would probably be the only place you might see them, maybe. Maybe. Does Jadzia ever use a Mechleth when she's fighting Worf?
Don't think so.
No.
I think she always uses a Bat'leth.
Yeah. Otto, would you say Mechleth maybe S? Or A?
No.
Yeah,
No,
okay.
A.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Who's that?
No, because its peer would be the Bat'leth, which it's too good.
Okay, phaser rifles. The iconic TNG
No,
movie
these are
phaser rifle.
Starfleet, yes.
Yes. This is pretty cool.
Is this the Riker on one of the movies?
This looks like
This is
Nemesis.
First Contact. I think the
First
image.
Contact, is it? It looks like Nemesis.
First Contact.
Oh, it might be.
Yeah.
But
Because Riker was
This
planet
is the one that we've got the image of in game as well, isn't it? The same.
Oh god, that's horrible. Yeah, that's the timelines. Riker is
This
terrible.
sort of half squatting, sort of half looking through the scope.
look, Trekkie, we can't include everything, okay? You have to have some cuts. I'm sure we'll revisit a few of these topics and put Energy Whip where it rightfully belongs.
Oh, what, in D? Okay, let's move it down there now.
In S tier.
I
I was hoping if I left that door open, you'd go for it.
I'm gonna say A. It's pretty cool. Like I wanted a toy one when I was a kid.
See, I'll go B for that one. I think it's just a phaser.
No, well, it shoots pulses instead of beams, which is inherently cooler, as we've already discovered.
Is it a phaser Type 5? Off the top of my head, I want to say it's a Type 5 phaser.
I think it's just called a phaser rifle. I don't know.
Yeah, but there's different ones. You get different types.
Well, what happened to types 1 through 4 then?
Well, 1 is the little one. 2 is the handheld one. I don't know what 3 and 4 are. Oh, hang on. There he goes. Springing at the props.
Nah, I haven't
If
got.
he brings receipts, then we got to listen to him.
He's under my bed. I've got Rip Shirt Kirk with a Phase 1 phaser
Under your
rifle.
bed, have you?
Type 1 phaser rifle.
You pull them
That's
out
the
in
one
case of
with-
emergencies.
Yeah.
So,
Worf up there's got the Phase 5, I think. Worf
Oh,
up there has
Auto.
got the Phase 2 or 3.
You've missed the phase bazooka from Insurrection.
yes, I did.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta have some cuts.
I
We'll
know,
do
all
more
right,
later.
I know, but that just reminded me of that. I want to say maybe A or B. I think a B, maybe.
I also think A,
I think B.
but the biggest drawback is you can only use it 3 times against any Borg before they adapt,
Shield
which is
up.
kind of lame.
Yeah.
What if they had an alternate fire mode that fired bullet projectiles just in case of Borg?
Was the... Hang on, have you got that in here? Oh, you have got that. I was going to say the weapon that Ezra used, but no, we're going to get onto that, so that's a different thing. Maybe
the
I'm being
rifle.
talked to B. It is just a rifle that is a phaser. Like, it is cool. It's a cool design, but I don't think it does anything cooler than the ones in A, which most of it is Kirk.
Yeah, I guess I can see that.
Yeah.
Chat does say A as well, but
Okay, how about
Everyone's chat now.
the iconic photon torpedo?
S.
I'm thinking S. Mostly because of the Undiscovered Country, when you kind of see them in full force and you get that lock and load, ready to go, and they fire the torpedo at Chang's ship and you just see it arcing through space, and it is a very cool moment. And like from this clip in Generations, that first torpedo that goes into Lesser Duras and Betel
that
Duras's
is a cool
ship.
moment. In terms of iconic and coolness, it's going to be S tier.
Wow, something else in S.
Had to happen.
It did
That
have to
noise
happen.
as well. It's such a recognisable sound.
Like quantum
They make.
torpedoes were cool, but they didn't have the same kind of flare. Just seeing that like little lens flare and the little reflections that come off it as it fires through space feels like a little fireball.
That is lens flare done right. It makes it look like shimmery, and as it moves, that's good. Good
Yeah,
stuff.
Should have included the torpedoes from Enterprise, the little fuel propelled ones.
Oh, those things. Like we've been firing rockets like at different countries halfway across the planet for like 50 years, and the Enterprise are like, we've just put a rocket on this and we can't hit this.
It's like wiggling around through space.
It's like, did you just go up there with like a toolkit and build your own starship or something? Anyway. Oh, is this the Toxuthat?
This is the psionic resonator from Gambit Part 2.
What was the Toxuthat?
Which
that
Robin-
was from Captain's Holiday. I'm thinking something else. Oh, this is the
Captain's
one.
Holiday. Yeah.
Oh, who was the actress
It's
that
the one where they
played?
have three different parts.
Robin
that they have to
Curtis.
find.
That was Robin Curtis. Yes,
Yes.
thank you. Yes, this was
So-
cool.
This is fucking D tier because it's so bad that she fired it and it did literally no damage and washed over the crew.
No, that's right. You've got to
Because
be pure
they thought
parts.
they thought
Yes.
happy thoughts, and it doesn't fucking work if someone thinks happy thoughts. What a terrible weapon!
It was cool while it was the idea of it could just vaporize someone by pointing it at someone. Excuse me. But maybe you're right.
He's getting choked up just thinking about it.
Is it a Vulcan weapon? I want to say it's a Vulcan weapon.
It's a kind of. It is a. I mean, the Gambit
Was it or I don't know if it was Vulcan or she just
no,
said
it was. I think it was
to keep her cover.
Pre
Sirach.
Yeah, before the Romulans buggered off and started their own colony with hookers and blackjack.
Anyways, if you smile and a
sundering,
weapon doesn't work on
pre-sundering.
you, it's pretty terrible.
Okay.
I like the episode. It's got fake Khan in it as the captain of the ship.
Oh god, yeah, he's terrible. That is a.
Dude, that guy looks so 80s.
The fucking reason is like, oh, Picard's dead. He's gone missing, and the Riker turns up ship. No, he just decided to join a gang of like pirates for no real reason. Like it's a weird episode.
Well, didn't they have like an agonizer? He was in prison with an
yeah.
agonizer or something.
Yeah, that was dumb. Okay, what about Tolian Soren's side?
This image, the image file is called Soren's Goofy Bendy Disruptor.
But no, it has.
Because you know how it like rotates when it fights?
So-
He doesn't move his hand, but the gun aims for him.
it's like the sense of being gangsters. Like I shoot my gun sideways, but he doesn't have to move hands. I like the idea that it moves sideways.
That's
and
worth the tier.
If it had a little sight on it, maybe it's for aiming. But
It's worth a tier just for the little.
yeah, okay, I would say C. It's not as bad. It at least can do some damage. It holds off Picard enough to. I mean, he doesn't get close enough, and it kills Kirk essentially. So maybe C. Yeah. A villain's, he's not the best villain, despite a waste of Malcolm McDowell. Malcolm McDowell has his best moments on the Enterprise, and then he just turns into the scheming kind of like, I'm going to foil everyone.
Mm-hmm. See, I've got a soft spot for that movie. I
love Generations.
With my granddad. It was the only Star Trek I ever saw at the cinema.
Yeah, I love Generations.
Oh yeah.
It was amazing. I loved it.
No, I have a soft spot for Generations. It's very good.
It is really cool, but then I look in B tier, I'm like, nah, it's not that cool.
Yeah.
No,
It is hilarious though.
The weapon itself isn't that cool.
I don't know. Do we think it's cooler than a phaser rifle?
No.
Look, it's not as cool as an energy whip. I can tell you that much for sure.
Well, let's stagger these in order as well. So at least the energy whip is above it in the terms of the order there. Look, see, does that make you happy?
Oh, so we've got A, B, C, D, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No, they're tiers. All right, it's not a rating.
Sulu's rapier, or is it an epee?
It's an epee, I think.
Is it an epee? Okay, it's definitely not a claymore. We know that.
Oh no, Sulu's might be a rapier.
That's what I thought.
So, apparently, in the original script, they wanted to give him a fucking samurai sword because he's Asian. Of course, we do that.
Yeah.
And someone, it might have been Takei himself, talked him out of that. So,
No, that's fair enough. It's a good moment. I like seeing Sulu
It's
going mad.
It's a very iconic moment.
It is, yeah.
He does the part well.
I want to say B.
Richelieu, beware.
He doesn't do anything with it. He doesn't kill anyone with it, but it's a fun moment. It is just a sword.
He's scaring them away with it. Yeah.
Despite everyone's got phases,
And he
you
sort
could
of
just
chased him
stun
down
him.
the corridor.
You could even
Buddha
announce.
says
I think
A.
it's B.
Buddha says A. I say C.
I say
not,
B.
It's not as iconic as the Kirk Fu or the Mechler.
B or C? B or C?
B, I think.
Well, you think it's equal with the Borg cutting beam? What?
Oh, I see. Okay, I see C. All right, fine.
What would you rather have in a fight?
Definitely a ball cutting beam. £500 Dustbuster.
The Dustbuster. I think
if you want to
it's
buy one, they
such a
are
stupid
$500 on thing. Yeah, they're dumb. They couldn't even sell toys
So-
of it, so they had to redesign it. No, not that one.
Well,
It's
no,
the one
that's not the
before that.
Dustbuster though.
Oh, which one's this? Is this the dolphin
This
one
is
from
this is the season
the
one.
movie?
Yeah, no,
It's the
this is
chunky boy.
Oh, the original one.
yeah the early season one. I want to say D
Season
because
one. Yeah.
it's so just it. Yeah, it literally looks like you're gonna like vacuum someone's suit with it.
Yeah, they were too fat and chunky, those ones.
Plus, how many times you can like pause pause the episode while someone's firing, and they point it here, and the beam is like
goes that
shooting
way.
like way up there because no one knows how to aim.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just
Yeah,
80s
D
television,
tier.
but yeah. D?
Yeah, I think so.
D. There are
They
better
don't even
phases.
overload it, do they? Do they overload that early one?
I think they definitely shoot a rock and heat up a rock with it, but I don't think they overload it. Maybe. How about...
That's such a classic Trek thing, is it's heating up the rocks.
I love that
phaser.
actually. So.
And it's the fact that it's like 2 seconds of the phaser and the rock's glowing bright red.
Yeah. You can power a shuttlecraft with the emissions from a phaser. Like, they're overpowered. They can indeed. How about the classic movie and I think
Type 2.
Yeah, the Type 2 phaser from the movies and like season 2 of Picard, season 3 of Picard, weirdly enough, and some other areas. So it's a very iconic phaser design. I think more so than later phaser designs. If you talk of like Star Trek phaser, that's the one people think about.
I think it looks beautiful. Out of all the hand weapons, I think it looks the best to me.
Which one's this? Is this the TOS one?
It's the
Yeah.
the movies one.
The movies one? Oh, okay. Yeah, so they're
Well,
slightly
they
upgraded from the
they had a
series.
very similar design though in TOS.
I think I preferred the TOS one to the movies one.
Are you talking about the TOS? Oh yeah, the phaser. Which one? Yeah, okay. Because you also had the cage one, didn't you?
I think they're both Type 2s. They just upgraded the look for the movie. But
That one.
yeah, that one.
Oh, okay. I
It's
see what
the
you're saying.
same
Yeah,
thing.
Yeah. When you say it's
Whatever.
conflate
Same
them both. Conflate them both into that. Yeah.
We're going to put them both into that. Yeah, I'll go A or S tier then.
I could see A. I'm happy with A on that. It's iconic, like it is the phaser.
And it's adaptable because it's got the small phaser that comes off. You can have it with the
yeah.
handle.
You never
or you
see
can
that.
have
Do you
it
ever
as just
see
a-
that in any of them? Do
Yes,
they ever
you
take
do,
the little
yeah.
one off? When do they do
You
that?
don't see them take it off, but you do see them use the just the small part. It's in the episode with the gangsters. They call them heaters.
Oh. Oh, right. Gosh.
They do heat rocks with it. They do set it to overload.
Piece
so
of the action,
They do
yeah.
a good bit with it. I think it's A.5. It's pretty damn.
Yeah,
Put it there,
damn
yeah.
s-
Can't
Yeah.
see it in S, but I can see it in A.
I think A.
No, S is too fucking cool.
Stop so fucking cool. What about? Okay, I really like this episode actually. The
TR-116
yeah,
phaser rifle.
Esri who can fire through. The idea that they can fire a bullet, it gets transported and beamed next to the person, keeps its momentum and shoots someone.
Pretty cool.
It's
Very cool.
really cool and completely OP, and they never use it again.
So, it's like a B or a C tier in iconicness, but in cool factor, it's like S
Yeah.
plus.
It's pretty
Yeah.
high. I would say.
Yeah, I think you're going to sort
Oh.
of middle it out between the two. It's very low iconic, but very high cool factor.
Wait, so Walt says, "Wipe out the Borg." Can you beam bullets inside the Borg and have them explode there?
Well, hang on. This is always the thing. Transporters is the technology that's just like it's too powerful for its own good, because you could just, if you can
Yeah.
fire a bullet and momentum and beam it, then you could just technically beam a bullet and give it momentum, or like fire a load of bullets into the
you don't even-
transporter, beam them fucking anywhere. Like this is
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't even need bullets. Just beam
No.
parts of their body out of their body, or beam
exactly.
them out
Yeah,
of the ship.
it's too good, so they have to kind of like limit it somehow by saying, "Oh, we've got a pattern disruptor" or something.
All right, 2 points in its favor. One, they blow up a watermelon in the episode, which
yeah, they
is
do.
pretty hilarious.
Oh, who's the guy that does that? Hammers
And
watermelons.
two, this is gotta be Esri's best episode.
One of yeah.
Like she figures out the crime on her own, looks like a
It's
badass
Gallagher.
doing
Thank
it.
you, Trekkie. Yeah, it's a good episode. It's a good Ezra episode. I really like this. And she's talking to... Is she talking to one of her past selves? She's talking to Duran, or not Duran, but...
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
one of
The
the
one that's a killer, isn't
That's
it?
right. And that's pretty cool. So, right, they actually revisited... That is Duran, thank you. Yeah, I'm going to... If you're not going to go S, I'll definitely say A, without a doubt. It's
Yeah.
really cool. It does
I
break
wouldn't
Star Trek,
argue
but
S.
yeah. I wouldn't argue S.
I'd
I'd
says
argue,
A.
I think I'd argue S, just on its lack of iconicness.
Yeah, you're probably right. You are probably right.
It's not.
It's
It's,
such
not
a cool
up there with
concept,
Butler.
though.
It's very
Yeah,
good.
it is a cool weapon. Very cool.
Definitely. Is this Voyager's quantum torpedoes, or is this something else?
Tri-cobalt device.
Tri-cobalt
the caretaker's
device.
array.
Yes. Oh,
Which apparently they blow their stockpile in the very first episode and then
Yeah, I was
spend the
gonna
next
say.
7 years
Yeah,
without any cool weapons.
To be fair, I thought they just used quantum torpedoes. If I'm honest,
Wasn't it a new sort of concept that they just put onto the ships?
Like
and then
binaural
they only had a few on
jetpacks.
board?
Yeah, probably. The fact I'd forgotten about it means a C for me.
Yeah, I think I'll go C.
And we watched it not that long ago, and I don't remember them saying try cobalt devices.
It's not especially iconic, and it's only as cool as any other starship weapon.
No auto shutdown to save fuel. I'd say C.
I think C.
Oh, actually, no.
Well,
His auto's. I think
grab
auto's
a drink.
crashed. No. Maybe. Are you there?
I'll stay till auto comes back.
Okay. Oh no, he is there.
He's back.
Did you power down to conserve fuel?
All right, I think I'm back now. What are we doing?
Okay, phaser type 2.
So is this that looks like the phaser type 2? So that's going to be TNG. Right?
TNG one, yeah.
A. I don't think it can go anywhere but A.
I think A.
Yeah, I'd say
it's the industry standard.
It is.
You know?
Yeah.
They kept the basic design through the next 3 or 4 types.
It is the ISO standard phaser. It is the regulation.
OSHA approved
yes.
for mass killing.
That's kind of why I put it in a B, because it's nothing special. It is just there. It is the standard. I wouldn't say it's particularly cool.
I can see, if you look at the other, you have the Klingon Disruptor and the TOS phaser look way cooler than this one.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm thinking definitely with the Detach that would go there with it. And the phaser
but for
rifle.
iconicness, it's got to have points for iconic.
It's not that iconic. Yeah. I don't think. Well,
hold on. Is it really 2 tiers better than the Energy Whip? I don't think so.
No. I think it's 1 tier. So it's C.
Finally,
the
you said
the energy
something
whip should
nice
go down.
about the energy. Nah.
I'd say a B. I am.
I'll go B. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
That makes me. This is the Andorian.
The Andorian Usha.
Usha. It was.
Which technically isn't a weapon. It's an ice pick, isn't it?
Is it really? It's a tool.
Well, they use it for a weapon.
They do.
Yeah,
it's a ceremonial weapon.
What they use for ice cutting, but they use them in a ceremonial fight.
Was this the most ham-fisted attempt to preserve honor ever? Like, Archer, no, I'll fight, and then I'll cut off your antenna instead of killing you. Like, technically, you're dead in the eyes of the law, or something. Like,
yeah, Shran, who's like, he's born and bred Andorian, somehow loses to some lanky human in an Andorian street fight. What?
With a weapon that he's very used to and knows very well. He's used hundreds of times.
See?
Don't they basically say, oh, he's lost his antenna, he can't continue?
Yeah, it's real lame.
Yeah.
See?
It's one of those things that's really cool, but also really lame at the same time.
I do kind of like the design of it, but
I think we're thinking with C. C. It sounds like a C. We don't hate it.
See, I'd almost go D.
Really?
On that. It's not as
Tricky saying high D, not C.
Wait, hold on. If we put this in the next one in B, then things will be even for you weirdos out there.
If we put it like, I don't think I hate it. I like the design of it, so I can't see. I think if I don't like the design,
it's not as bad as D.
No. I think C sounds right.
Okay.
Shran here. Boo says Shran pulls it to a C. Okay, we'll use the Shran metric. Shran's holding 1, so therefore, the Coombs effect, everything goes up.
And you can actually make quite a cool bridge art on timelines if you get Archer and Shran put them together on the bridge. They hold the chain and
Varon T Disruptor.
If we're going by that metric, then Saul Rubinek makes this an S tier weapon. It took great effort to tier this weapon.
It is quite right. They do play how threatening this weapon is. It doesn't just kill you; it kills you from the inside out and makes you feel intense pain. It really feels like a threatening. This isn't just a phaser that vaporizes you and then you're just gone. No, this feels like you suffer every step of the way.
It's banned in the Federation. There are only 4 in existence, and he owns 3 of them. That's a pretty high bar.
Saying S tier.
No, come on. Nah. It's not.
I'd say
the
B.
iconicness is just not there. But
I could see A. I'd say it fills the same kind of niche as Esri's TR-118 or whatever it is, the phaser that can go through. Like, it is a unique weapon. It has its own properties. It has a bit of iconicness to it because it's...
I think if it rotated like Soren's little pistol, then it would be an S tier.
And it's a very good episode. It's a very good episode.
Yeah, it's a great
good
episode.
It still only kills one person at a time. Well, most weapons kill one person at a time, unless they're like nuclear weapons, or rockets. I don't think any of these weapons kill more than, well, maybe the photon torpedo and the ball cutting beam.
To be honest, I'd put it in B tier.
I think B. You can't put it above a Ductag.
Well, you can.
You can do what you like. It's a free country. It's a free planet.
It's a great weapon, and they big it up in the episode, but only sort of the last few minutes of the episode. It's not all the way through.
Are we happy with this ranking?
Yeah.
You know what? Put it in A for Saul Rubinek, and then I'll be happy.
I can see
that. Do you know what? I'll take that for Saul Rubinek, yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that. He had a couple of really good episodes in Stargate SG-1 recently, because I was rewatching Stargate, and I was just like, it's you.
You were like, what?
I was like, it's you.
Okay.
By the way, I was thinking of this earlier, Otto. We need to watch Stargate. You've not watched Stargate, have you? You would really...
Not a whole episode, no.
You would really like Stargate. It's on that kind of cross between Star Trek and 24.
Wait a second.
Go on.
Now it's too even. I don't like the symmetry of this. It's
it
too pleasing to the eye.
It's actually like a Jem'Hadar warship. A little bit. It's quite good. I like that.
No, it's like it's a freighter. Come on.
It's a freighter, yeah. Well, yeah.
S and D are the twin nacelles on the back of the ship.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. No, I like it because of that. That's pretty cool. I'm happy-ish with that. Ball cutting beam could be higher, but we don't live in a fair world. All right.
The energy whip is S. We all know that.
All right, let's put it up there. Fuck it. Right, Star Trek guest stars.
Right, before we start the next one, I need to get a drink.
You do that. For guest stars, I need to do a little extra work because I have some extra stuff to go in. Dun, dun, dun. I'm going to be pulling up Memory Alpha while I do this.
Okay, I do have all the names, so you won't get stuck on anything.
No, that's fine. I'll have a little image to come up with as well. While Cranky's waiting, have you ever seen Parks and Rec?
There are a couple of the AVIF files didn't get uploaded, I guess. I should have saved them to a different format. Oh, well.
We have a lot to go through. Okay, so what's our criteria here? How are we ranking these guest stars?
Walt is asking, is it the actor or the part? I think it's both. So, for example, I did put Guinan in there, and just for the fact that they pulled fucking Whoopi Goldberg into Star Trek, that's pretty awesome.
Whoopi Goldberg, yeah.
Yeah. So, I guess it's an amalgam. How cool is the person? Like, how surprising is it that they made it into Star Trek? And then how great was their episode? So, it is nebulous as always.
But no Nebula.
We got a billion. We can start without him if he wants to move one later.
Adam Scott.
Adam Scott.
So watch this. You watch First Contact and go, oh, cool, that person's there. And then it wasn't until I watched Park and Rec and then watched the entirety of it and then go back and go, oh, he was in Star Trek? Oh, shit, there it is. He's the guy. And I would say he's quite all right in this episode. Like, he's under fire. He's keeping his cool. He's liaising with Worf. Like, he's doing all right. Yeah, Walt, you're right. Blink and you'll miss him. Absolutely. He is not much of a character other than a couple of lines, but he's all right.
I've never seen Parks and Rec.
It's funny.
And he has one line, but it is the prelude to the, like, your favorite Enterprise E hero shot. So it is a cool line. He's C tier for me. I still don't know who he is.
C is fine. I can see C for that. For literally one line. Yeah. He's not massively known in the UK. You're probably right. Yeah, he's not. I'm going to wait for Cranky to come back for the next one because he might know the trivia for that. He seems to have disappeared.
Okay.
But I know.
Well, we can jump to the next one then.
You want to go for left? Right. Let me load up memory.
Ashley Judd.
I have to do this a little bit manually. Leffler. I assume you pulled all these off Memory Alpha.
No, not all of them.
Not all of them. There we go. Ashley Judd, Robin Leffler. 2 episodes she was in, I believe.
Oh, you're pulling them up on screen? Is that why you're...
Yeah, a little bit. Just takes me a while to load Memory Alpha.
Yeah, so A, she was in multiple episodes.
Yeah.
B, the surprise factor is very high. I never thought I'd see Ashley Judd in Star Trek. And it might be the most tolerable Wesley episode.
Please remind me what Ashley Judd has actually been in, because I've heard her name around a lot, but I don't think I've ever seen anything with her in it other than Star Trek. Are you checking IMDb right now?
Yes, I am. Dude, I don't watch her stuff. I just think it's cool that she was in Star Trek.
She doesn't want to be.
Yeah.
She negates.
I don't recognize any of this.
She was like, I was never in Star Trek, and then she was like, okay, I was in Star Trek.
Oh, she was the mom in Simon Birch, which is a great movie.
Is it? Okay.
It's one of those Hallmark feel-good movies. So.
Okay.
Oh, she was in Heat? Really?
Yeah.
I mean,
she was in Heat, or she was in Heat?
In the movie.
Jesus Christ.
All right, look, it's better than Adam Scott. So we're looking at a B baseline.
I'll say a B. It's a Wesley love interest, which docks a point.
I thought she played the role really well, though. Kind of flirty with Wesley, but obviously cooler than Wesley.
Like her and
the
Ensign
second
Gomez.
time around, she was good.
Yeah. Like her and Ensign Gomez, I wish they'd had more of these sort of plucky young ensigns that come up from the lower ranks. But it's a Rick Berman production, so you can't have that. Especially if they're female. No.
No, this was her first episode, the one with the game.
And that was her second one. Oh, it was her second one. First episode, she was just an ensign in the background.
Well, then, does she get 3? Because she's also in the one where...
no, I'm sure the
Wesley...
game's her first episode, because that's Ensign left her in the game, isn't it? In timeline.
Yeah. I think that's the first.
Yeah.
Fake fans!
And then her second one, she's a lieutenant.
I'll say A, just because she was good enough to bring back the second time. And she played the role well. She really did.
Right.
Walt's just like, move on. He's like, I don't got time for this.
Director Walt, go.
Bring back the Batleths.
Okay. Preemptively, I'm going to say D tier. Andy Dick. Fuck.
No, there is
Andy
no D
Dick.
tier.
There is a. Oh, this. How did I not realise that? Okay, you're well done. Okay, that's fine. In which case,
so everything from now on goes A to C then.
Fuck.
It's just Andy Dick.
No, it goes from S to Andy Dick. There may be one more to go on the Andy Dick tier, but we'll get to that.
So the reason there is no Troy McClure anymore on The Simpsons? That's fucking Andy Dick. What a prick. Let's move on. Yes, he basically got Troy McClure's wife back into drugs, and she killed him. Yeah, not great. Not a good moment for Star Trek, or not Star Trek, for The Simpsons, and not a great moment for Star Trek either. Right, let's look at.
I almost renamed S tier the Frasier tier because there's a bunch of Frasier alum in this.
First contact.
So our next one, BB New Earth.
Jesus, how many have we got?
Lots.
We've got a couple. Look, you guys complain when I don't include certain stuff.
Oh, this isn't the right picture. No, hang on. There we go.
Right, so BB New Earth. She only has a couple lines too, but they are pretty funny.
They are funny, and also most of just her just going like, "What would it be like to fuck an alien?"
Yeah.
This is from the episode First Contact with the Malkorians, where Riker goes down. They figure out he's not one of them, and then she helps him escape because she wants to do him. Basically,
she basically gets super hot for him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and those glasses.
Hashtag relatable.
Those glasses, like that's some heavy rim. They look like eyebrows.
Yeah.
It's like the Malkorian fake eyebrow movement. I'd say B.
Probably B.
B makes sense.
Yeah, I'll go B.
We do
Despite
her,
it's only a very small role.
Despite her proximity to Frasier, B tier.
Yeah. This is
forgettable,
Orion.
maybe for you, Walt. This is the Big Show, the wrestler who plays.
What was his character name?
The Orion.
Just the Orion.
Orion.
If I just put the Big Show in memory alpha,
Orion Slaver, yeah.
Oh, hey, Big Show. Paul Donald, there he is.
The Giant.
Yes.
All white, yeah.
I know him from WCW before he was Big
To be fair, his only memorable moment for me in the episode is just holding T'Pol up like she's just like a dog at a Crufts auction or something.
But you realise how huge he is though when he does that, because his hands almost go entirely around her waist.
Yeah, but
she's also pretty petite.
Yeah.
I remember Andre the Giant, and he was a fucking big man. Like, he was huge.
Yeah.
So, like, the Big Show's got nothing on him. Like,
No.
the Andre the Giant, who used to just, like, have beer cans and crush them in his hands and have about 14 of them. He had to shit in a bath because he was that big.
Yeah. Andre
Where
the
are we
Giant
going with this stream?
Andre the Giant made people on a plane cry because he had a shit in the toilet. It smelled so bad.
Anyway, the Big Show. All right.
The thing is, though,
Ryan.
it's possible to watch the episode without even realizing it's him. So that's not that doesn't speak well to his.
He
appearance,
didn't have any lines, did he?
Yeah, he did have lines.
Did
Yeah,
he? Oh, okay.
He may
He
have
had,
said something.
he had like a vocoder on his voice,
Oh gosh.
I think.
Which he already sounds alien enough because his vocal cords are like 3 feet long. So
C tier. I'll say C.
C or B. It is kind of funny to see a wrestler in.
You have
in
restricted
Star
us
Trek.
with this Andy Dick tier, so I'm feeling like anything that isn't Andy Dick is.
I think
also...
he's on par with. I think he's
Liddell?
on B.
You can
Yeah.
B. Okay.
We'll see.
It's quite an iconic appearance within the Trek community.
Well,
Wrestling track community, anyway. How
so
about...
up next we have another Simon Birch alum. You people need to watch good movies.
Wait, hang on.
Bob Gunton.
This is Maxwell, isn't it?
Captain Ben Maxwell, yes,
Yeah,
from that
why-
O'Brien episode.
Benjamin Maxwell. Why is it coming up with Maxwell Forrest for some reason? There we
They
go.
start
Benjamin
singing
There he is.
frontline battle chants and
Yeah.
stuff together, don't they?
The minstrel boy to the war is gone. In the ranks of death you'll find him.
I think... Okay,
His father's sword he have girded on, and his wild heart... Okay, I'll stop.
Okay, he's one of these actors that once you've seen him in one thing, you will see him in everything. Like, he has been in loads of shit. Like, he's everywhere. I have conflicting opinions about this episode because he basically hijacked an entire starship for his own personal vendetta. I'm thinking, why hasn't his crew really done anything about him? Like, like no one mutinies.
They must really trust him then. That speaks well to him.
That's true. Like, and he is. Like, it is a good episode. The Wounded is a really good episode. Apart from the fact it introduces the Cardassians, which are a personal favorite race of mine. But I want to say A. He's really good in this.
From his episode, we get the line, "I don't hate you, Cardassian. I hate what I became because of you."
Yeah. It's
Which
really good.
is definitely in the top 10 TNG lines. It may even
Isn't
be.
it also the episode where we find out that they were called spoonheads?
Wow.
Is it? I don't
Yeah, I
remember.
think so. Isn't that what? Yeah, I think O'Brien calls them
Oh,
spoonheads.
does he?
While in one of his while he's repenting.
So I'm
When he's
looking,
confessing to father.
Yeah,
I'm looking at the list ahead of us.
Maxwell's a great character.
I'm looking at the list ahead of us. I'm thinking he's got to be A or S.
He's
I
not
think
S.
A.
You're not thinking
I
S?
think A.
You're going for
No.
A. You're going for
No.
A. Okay.
I agree with A, though. It's a very strong showing from him.
Definitely. All right. This one guy from the Search for Spock. what
Christian
was it?
Slater.
Oh, it's Christian Slater. This is where he was. Oh my gosh. Hang on.
Which I haven't seen anything with him in, but apparently
No,
he was
I'm not.
big time back then. So
Oh yeah, he's been in loads of films.
What have I got? I'm going to have to check IMDb now. Have I seen anything with Christian Slater in it?
True Romance,
Not since the 90s.
Broken Arrow.
Not since the 90s.
I've seen Broken Bow.
Yeah. Christian Slater. What's his big things? Robin
No,
Hood,
not
Prince
True
of
Romance,
Thieves,
it's
I
the
think I
other,
saw. He was in
Walt
Archer?
says his mom was the casting director for Undiscovered or whatever movie this was.
Fantastic. He was in anything I've seen? Nothing I've seen. He must be. My Name is Earl. He's been in.
So
was in-
everyone knows. Everyone at least knows who he is, though,
Yeah.
or they've heard the name.
He was in a Tarantino movie.
was he?
It's not True Romance. It was a different one. I can't remember.
Okay, but he
See,
has
I
like
think I
one
would put
line.
him in B and drop Big Show
Oh.
down to C.
Robin Hood, Prince
C.
of Thieves.
Yeah. I can't even see him at a B. He has like one line. He wakes Captain Styles
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, excuse me, but he doesn't have any makeup, so when he pops up on screen, everyone knows who he is.
I don't.
I mean,
even know
except
who he is.
us, apparently.
I want to say C.
Dude,
But-
I don't.
come on,
Yeah.
he's not below the fucking Big Show.
Well, let's
holding
move the Big Show
T'Pol.
down. Mind you, no, I know the Big Show more. But that's because I watched
I
wrestling
think
in the 90s.
I think we're going to have to be a little bit more lenient with these tiers. Because there's only really 4 to play with on this
Actually,
one.
no, I can't see Adam Scott in a C now. Like, now I know we've got this Andy Dick tier. I can see Adam Scott going
No,
up.
look, you can put people in the Andy Dick tier.
I don't want to put Andy...
It's just named after... It's like a golf invitational. You name it after him.
Dick. Andy Dick doesn't even need to be in this fucking tier because he's so shit. There needs to be another fucking 5th tier.
No, look, there's... Someone will join Andy Dick later. We'll get to that. But, you know... I would put Slater in B.
All right, let's put him in B. I'll put him in B. All right, I'll put him in B. Oh, come on. Right, okay. Coming up next is Krug.
Get out of there! Krug. Christopher Lloyd.
Is it Krug
or
Krug?
It's Krug.
Why is my
with a
search
hard
not
G.
working?
They do say that in the movie. Now, Trekkie for Life, before he ducked out, said, don't do Christopher Lloyd dirty by sticking him below S tier. Walt Koenig says S tier.
He wasn't that good a villain. He was pretty dumb.
I say S tier. Mostly just because Shatner goes, I have had enough of you.
His entire what was Krug's plan? Like, is to get Genesis. To get Genesis, he holds Kirk's son and uses him to barter, and that's pretty much the extent of his plan. But Kirk pretty much blows a starship up at him. I don't know. He didn't like. I love Christopher Lloyd. Christopher Lloyd's amazing, but
Dude,
I don't think
he was
this
in
is
Back to
his
the
best
Future.
role.
This is S tier. Come on.
Lord,
I'm trying not to let Christopher Lloyd taint my opinion of it, but it's hard not to.
You haven't seen anything by Christian Slater, but everyone knows Christopher Lloyd.
Of course. We've seen
Dude,
Back to the Future.
he's still acting. He was in that movie Nobody with Bob Odenkirk.
He was in The Mandalorian this season.
Yeah,
as well.
that was a good movie. That was.
Yeah.
S tier.
I just don't think he's
Dude,
the best villain.
he's not on par with fucking Robin Leffler. Come on.
Okay,
No, he's not.
fine,
He's
fine,
definitely
fine,
above
fine.
Leffler.
If we're doing this
okay.
condensed tiering system for this, yeah, okay,
we
fine,
can
fine,
always
fine.
rejigger later.
I'm not even going to bring up the picture of Chang. I'm just going to put Chang straight into S because it's fucking Chang. It's Christopher Plummer. No, fuck off. It's Christopher Plummer reciting Shakespeare and being awesome. The Undiscovered Country is an amazing film. Are you okay? Do you need to go to the toilet? Are you pushing something
Yeah,
through
it's
there?
okay. S is okay there.
It's the
He's-
same thing
he's
again.
alright
I
in
don't
S,
think
yeah.
he's S tier,
I think
but
he's
he's
S tier.
above Leffler.
He's so good. Which makes me wonder if we've maybe put Leffler
The
a bit
Leffler
high.
line.
I think,
Yeah, yeah.
yes. I think maybe
The
Leffler's a
Leffler
bit
curve.
high. I think Leffler maybe should be a B. I still
Yeah,
think
but
Maxwell's
she-
there.
She gets multiple episodes though, which most of these guys do
It's
not.
true. It's true. But no, Chang. If Krug's up there, Chang definitely is.
All right, I
Like,
tell you what. This is strike 2. If she screws something else up a third time, then we'll move her down.
Okay. Someone else I think you're going to say is probably S tier is Zabral.
Stars, are you watching? Clancy Brown.
Clancy fucking Brown. Yeah.
I do love him in the episode.
Yeah, he's not S tier though.
Essence of the Male.
I can see A. He's fun. He's not a villain.
I think very
Yeah.
solidly A.
It's a solid A.
I'll go with that. It's a fun episode as well.
Yeah. And for the ladies, you get to see some topless men in it.
That's true. Yeah.
Sorry, channeling my inner Rick Berman, 1998 or no, 2000. What series is that? 2002. That would be, I believe. Who's next? I have a lovely pair of Ballocks.
So this is not Discovery Clint Howard. This is just Belloc Clint
Just
Howard
Belloc,
as
yeah.
a boy.
This boy, he's a real like. Do you know what? The whole this episode's amazing because you have the whole threat of like, oh my god, this power that we cannot match, and in the end he's just like, come and have drinks with me. I was just fucking
Tranya.
come over, come
Tranya.
on.
Drink the Tranya.
Yeah, drink the Tranya. We'll be friends. I'll share all my secrets, and then you'll never see me again.
I think S tier.
Yes, really.
Purely on iconicness. He is iconic. in
No way.
No, A at most.
Really?
He's a cool dude, and it is Clint Howard. Clint Howard raises it
doesn't-
above a point anyway.
He doesn't even come into the last like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
He's B tier for me personally.
I'd go A. You're saying S. Walt's saying A. You're sounding A.
I'll settle for an A.
Set for an A. I'll go for an A.
Dude, Brutal Booter says B tier probably describes Clint Howard's life.
Wow. Jesus.
Clint Howard in shambles.
Okay.
What were we doing at his age? We were tiering guest stars.
Exactly. I can't spell Daniel Day Kim. Is it D-A-E?
Daniel Day Kim.
I can't spell it. There it is. What fucking Memory Alpha is so picky. There we go.
So
This guy,
we recently reviewed this episode.
which will be out
Cranky,
on
actually,
Monday.
with you.
Yeah, it'll be out on Monday. You can see it Monday 15:30 EST.
Wink of an eye, was it?
I think Blink of an Eye. Wink of an Eye is the.
Wink of an Eye.
Well, no,
like
there
a
is a
Monty Python
TOS
sketch.
episode.
Yeah,
There's a TOS episode called Wink of an Eye. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Daniel Day Kim, yeah. He was a pretty cool character, actually. He was sort of the everyman trying to work out what was going on with...
He sings a lullaby on the show. That's something. Huh?
The only part of the episode I don't like, and I think I explained this on the Trek, which you can watch on Monday, was that his character seems to go from like, oh, we're just in space to I'm a transcendent being in the space of like 20 years or something. So
yeah, but that's not his fault.
that's not his
the
fault. No,
terrible
he's pretty damn good in this episode. I would say
I love him.
A.
You only actually see about half of the Voyager crew in this episode because he's so handsome that they just cut everyone else out.
But he does have the ridge that you can fondle that Janeway likes to do.
Oh, that's right. She's
Yes.
just a fucking.
the little lobe.
I can't be objective because he's too handsome. So
It's the shy porn we wish he had.
I won't argue with A. Yeah.
Hey, okay. How about no? Fuck off, Andy Dick. Dean Stockwell.
Dean Stockwell.
Come on, it's. Oh wait, why is my?
See now this has got an extra level to it because it's Scott Bakula as well. Scott Bakula.
Yeah, he's
and Dean
reuniting with
Stockwell.
This
the
is
Quantum
pretty good.
Leap stuff.
Do you know what? Right, Dean Stockwell doesn't like. Okay, Quantum Leap's great. I like Quantum Leap, but Dean Stockwell had his best moment in Battlestar Galactica. If you've ever seen it, and he has this scene where he's playing. You know the scene.
Dune. Dean
Dune.
Stockwell in Dune.
Is he in Dune? Is he?
Yeah, in the old 80s
Well,
one.
the
yeah.
80s one. Oh, I didn't even know he was in that. I knew Patrick Stewart was, but no. If you see Dean Stockwell in Battlestar Galactica, he plays this Cylon that. And he describes basically trying to be a machine living in a human's body, and is like, I want to see black holes, I want to feel the stars absorbed into my body, and like he gives this really impassionate speech, and he's such a really cool villain for the piece. Like he's really acts his arse off in it. It's Dean Stockwell. Like that made me go from like, oh, Dean Stockwell's this cool Quantum Leap guy to kind of like, holy shit, he's awesome. Like he's a really good character actor. But yeah, his moment in Battlestar Galactica is just something else.
So I've never actually seen Quantum Leap or most things that Dean Stockwell is in.
You've not seen Battlestar?
I've seen him in a couple
Have you
things.
seen Battlestar?
Wow.
You've not seen the new
To watch
Battlestar?
Quantum Leap.
Holy shit! We've got to change
sorry,
this.
boys.
We're cancelling Trek. We're watching all the stuff you've missed. Like Stargate and Battlestar. Jesus
Quantum
Christ.
Leap track.
Battlestar Galactica's transcend. It's Ronald D. Moore. It's the guy. It's basically what Voyager should have been. Oh no, what's it?
Actually, it's kind of embarrassing. The only thing I know about Quantum Leap is that GIF of him looking in the mirror when he's inhabited the Down syndrome body or whatever. So,
That's
in
pretty.
terms of popular
bad,
culture, that's about all I know from it.
Oh man, it's so good. I recently watched a lot of Quantum Leap. It's really good.
Buta, you're probably right. Battlestar Galactica is A tier because it was really good. Like it kind of fell off at the end, but there was.
I struggled with Battlestar Galactica. I think I got to about halfway through season 2, and I kind of wandered away.
Oh no, like yeah, when they find Earth, just amazing. But just holy shit. Dean Stockwell, I want to say S.
No, come on.
No.
Dude, it's
I love
A,
him, but
it's
no.
We're gonna put
Enterprise.
everyone in A.
That's okay. Tiers don't have to all be identically sized.
Okay. God damn it.
What about my OCD, man?
Speaking of A tier,
Speaking of A tier,
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson
What was his character's
in
name?
Tsukatse. Who cares? The Pendari champion.
He doesn't have a name. He's just the Pendari champion. Yeah.
If I just write Pendari and Memory Alpha, what will I come up with?
You can put
there
Esther here
There he is.
because he's a fucking rock and he's on Star Trek.
Yeah, but
In a wrestling match, no less.
And he gives the people's eyebrow.
he does.
Oh, that's true.
It's a pretty.
Yeah.
Is it one of those moments though? Like, let's imagine my wife was to watch it and we're all just raving about this guy. And she's like, what's the fucking deal? Like, for people that, like, in the rare situation that you are of, like, having had no social contact with, like, or no cultural contact with the rest of civilization, you don't know who The Rock is. No, fuck it, that's no one. It's S tier.
Hey, no, what are you talking about, dude? He's S tier.
Who the fuck is that? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure even my wife knows who The Rock is.
Oh, that's true. But Buddha brings up a good point because I used to run WWF SmackDown on UPN, and Voyager was on the same network. So I guess that's how they got him on the crossover there.
But will we get him in timelines? No.
It's a fantastic episode as well, Tsunkatse.
What's this guy's name? I've forgotten already.
Ed Begley Jr.
No, what's the character's name?
Oh, Henry Starling.
That's the one, Starling.
Yeah.
He's literally just been in timelines, and we were talking about Future's End
good
not
actor.
2
I
seconds
like
ago.
this guy.
He's a good actor.
I've just finished rewatching Arrested Development, which he's in the last. Well, he's in. I think he's in all the seasons occasionally.
Do you know a storyline a trope of storylines that I really love is when someone from the future comes to the present and the person from the present steals all their technology and runs away with it. That's what happened with Berlinghoff Rasmussen.
Rasmussen, yeah.
Rasmussen, like he basically kills a time traveler and takes all his technology. I love that trope of people just like, aha, you're from the future. No, I can use that. I'm intelligent enough. Fuck you. Yeah, and Future's End's fun.
He was a lot more evil than Berlinghoff.
Yeah.
I found him easy to hate, which is a good thing.
He was good at the part. Very good at the part.
Probably.
Yeah.
I'd need
Definitely,
to rewatch.
yeah.
I haven't watched Future's End in a while, but okay.
That's a great. It's one of my favourite Voyager episodes.
It's
I
a
do
good
like
one.
Future's End.
I have issues with it for how much it ignores the eugenics wars, but that's a lore thing and not a not anything else. We're coming on to my favourite. I'm just going to Google. Hang on.
Oh, Kamala.
Wait, why are all these links purple? Famke Jensen as Kamala.
You don't even need to go anywhere else. Like,
Hold on, is this A tier or S tier?
This is so S tier. It's Famke Janssen.
She's one of the most beautiful ladies that's been in Star Trek.
Absolutely.
Well,
she was in X-Men.
Besides Helena Rozhenko, I would agree. Dude, imagine if you could brag to Worf that you bagged his mom. Like, how mad would he be?
Like, she was in James Bond. She awakened a lot of... In 1994, she awakened a lot of things in children my age.
She was X-Men as well, the original X-Men.
She was, yeah.
movie.
She was Jean Grey.
We get the line in that episode, Riker to bridge. If you need me, I'll be in holodeck 3.
The most relatable we've ever made. Riker. Come on, even if you didn't know who Famke Janssen was and you watched the episode and you were told like this is the perfect specimen of womanhood, like any prepubescent boy would have just been like, yes, it is.
Can we get a woman on this show to give us a unbiased opinion?
Skycap, if you're watching. Well, I'm gonna pull Skycap after this.
All right.
In all fairness,
I'm fine with that.
In all fairness, I'm happy with A. You're gonna go S.
Oh yeah,
No,
I'd be happy with A, but she could go S.
In all fairness, she is pretty much a one trope character. Like it is like I am like they repeat it 2 other times in Star Trek, once in DS9 and in Enterprise. Like it is basically the ideal woman. It is made from Rick Berman's dreams. We have made this ideal woman to be the ideal queen, and she falls.
Do you know what it always reminds me of?
Go
This
on.
episode, Red Dwarf Polymorph.
Yes. Oh my God! Now you've said it. Yes, it's the reverse polymorph, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hold on.
They mold to whatever you want them to be. And
I just remembered. So the scene, I think it's the scene directly after or one after Picard leaves her room, which, by the way, does show that she's a little bit more than just basic. She, morphs
Basic
to
female
whatever
image.
you want, and yeah, right, and has more conversation with him. Anyway, the scene after where he's in his quarters with Bev, and talks to her is like the most like raw, emotional Patrick Stewart scene we get in maybe the whole series run. If you don't believe me, go watch it. It is so good. So for that scene alone, S tier. I'm pulling rank S tier. Move on.
Really? Mind you, we've got The Rock in S tier.
It's really good.
Okay.
I'll take it. Yeah.
I think if we had the 5, then I'd say maybe an A. But okay, all right.
Does
Dude,
she
you think she's on par with Ashley
Judd?
Judd?
Episode.
She's on par with Ashley Judd.
Just the one.
Yeah, no, she doesn't come back. But they do basically do the same thing with Kaitama in Enterprise, except she's a bit more of
the princess.
She's a bit more of like a typical snobby princess. Who is?
I really like this Leffler line. It's breaking a lot of ties for us. All right, Gregory Itzin, and
Gregory
we'll just
Itzin.
go with all of his characters because he has a bunch.
Where's memory? I forgot no pictures. Yeah, there we go. Tandroid.
Who's Gregory Itzin?
Get Gregory Itzin. He has been in 24. He has been in loads of other stuff. But he's been.
President Charles Logan.
Yeah.
He has had. Okay. He is Admiral Black. He is Sopek from The Shadows of a Gem. He is Critical Care. He is Who Mourns for Morn. He has been in. He's about five different characters in Star Trek. He's great. I mean, he's Logan in 24, who is a very flawed villain, in that he tries to be a villain and can't be.
Oh my god, you gotta watch it. Good. Dude, second half of season 5 is some of the best television I've ever watched.
Seasons 4, 5, and 6 are pinnacle. They're so good. Even my wife, I've got my wife who doesn't like action stuff, loves 24, and we've watched it together. So that's how testament how good it is. There's Jack Bauer. Jack Bauer's awesome. Anyway, we're rating all of Itzin.
Well, we're rating all of his characters.
We'll take the average of Itzin characters.
The average Itzin.
Which some of them didn't. Some of them were just okay. Like they weren't meant to stand out.
Yeah, he was good at playing the kind of stoic straight man. Like he was like, I am the authority, or I am supposed to be the businessman at this moment. Yeah. Like he didn't have as much nuance in TNG that he ever showed in 24. He definitely showed the more sort of like cowardly, desperate side of his acting ability. But in Star Trek, he was definitely more a straight man. Maybe in that case, I could probably see a B.
In Voyager's Critical Care, he played a pretty plot necessary character and was good at that.
Yeah. He was like the manager of the medical facility, wasn't he?
Yeah, I don't know. He had like 5 characters. That's got to count for something.
We can't put everyone in.
It's better than like a 2-second appearance.
Yeah, but he's at least a Leffler.
Right. Can we shift this around a little bit then? I'm going to say if we can put 2-second appearances in C, which isn't Andy Dick. So I'm thinking Orion and Slater into C, and I'm thinking Itzin into B.
Do you know what? I think we could move all of B into C.
I think you may be right.
Whoa.
And I think we can move Balok down into B.
Yeah, why is Balok an A?
I think
Balok
right.
in B.
Right. Can we do this?
In B.
Can we do this? That makes more sense to me.
I think Leffler in B as well.
Because
you guys are moving too fast for me.
No, C isn't fucking terrible. C is just like
I don't like change.
C is just like, yeah, there were one-shot characters who were there. B is, hey, they were cool, but they didn't do a lot. A is like, I really like this character, and S is just like, they're fucking god tier.
All right, it's an B. That's fine. He's a fantastic actor, but I don't think any of his roles necessarily popped big.
Yeah. Okay, I'm good with this.
How about fucking Iggy Pop?
Iggy Pop.
Oh.
What was his character's name? Fuck.
I don't know.
Can't remember.
He was Vorta.
Yeah.
I'll just put Iggy Pop. What was...
Timelines nerds. Thank you, Yelgren.
Yedrin. Yeah, that's what I was trying to pull from my freaking timelines knowledge. Yedrin. This was funny. I love the one night at Bernie's moment with this. No. Was that One Night at Bernie? No.
Yeah, with the corpse, the sort of.
No, what was the film's called? Was it called One Night at Bernie's? No.
Weekend at Bernie's?
Weekend at Bernie's, that's it, yeah. Weekend at Bernie's, yeah. That moment they got the corpse and they're trying to animate it. No, actually, that wasn't Iggy Pop, was it? That was the other
Kevin.
one. That's Kevin.
No, that was Kevin.
Yeah, but it was Iggy Pop that was there to
to talk to him. Yeah.
Take him,
Prisoner exchange.
Yeah,
I actually thought, because I haven't listened to his music, so the first time I saw the episode, I knew him as Yelgren.
Iggy Pop does a set on
and
Radio
he
6.
actually
He's
did the
got
role
deepest
well.
voice ever.
He asked to be. He approached them to be on Star Trek because he was a fan.
No, Iggy Pop is very cool. I
See,
watched.
Iggy Pop was kind of cool.
He's still cool.
I've seen him live, and he got booed off stage.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I saw him
He was
live
drunk
at
and he couldn't sing properly.
Latitude Festival years ago, back in like the mid late 2000s.
And the Latin Festival.
But he wasn't really there. Yeah, the Latin Festival. He wasn't really there. He was doing his song he did with Peaches. Peaches was on stage. He was there as a hologram. It was very cool.
So 2 things. The Magnificent Ferengi is a S-tier episode.
Yeah, definitely.
And 2, the best part of that episode is when they do the training simulation and what's his name, Lack or whatever, kills Moogie because they weren't going to get out of it anyways. Put her out of her misery.
He's like the security expert, isn't he?
Yeah. That being said,
but I think B.
B, I was going to say B. He doesn't do a whole lot. One I think is possibly going to be an A is it Kurok?
Jason Alexander.
Kurok.
Yeah.
Is it Kurok?
Really?
Which I really like that episode.
No, not Kurok. Kurak. No, not Kurak. No, not that one.
George Alexander.
The fuck is his name? Kirok?
Is he the guy that sort of telepathically spoke to...
Dude, Walt knows better than... Walt,
Sato.
Get on the show.
Karos, there we go. Fucking hell.
Karos.
Think Tank.
Think Tank.
I really like that episode.
I love this episode.
Is this the Sato episode? Where
No, this is 7. This is Voyager.
Oh, is it?
I'll be back. Yes, this is very good.
Yeah, so the Think Tank, the collection of weird characters, and they try to convince Seven to join them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so they pay the Hazari to harass Voyager, knowing that they'll come ask their help to get out of the situation. He's great in this. It's very like muted, understated role, almost like sycophantly sweet.
Yeah.
I think he plays the role really well. Plus, it's George from Seinfeld. Did you ever think you'd see Costanza in Voyager?
I never saw Seinfeld.
Yeah, but I mean, everyone knows what Seinfeld is, so that's still a pretty big pull.
Yeah, I recognize him from other things, I think
A tier. He's pretty... Idol says A tier.
Does he have... I might be confusing this with a different episode. Doesn't he have some weird egg that transmits his thoughts to someone? Or am I still thinking of the Sato episode?
You're thinking of, what is it, Tarquin?
Oh, yes, that's it, yeah.
No. He does make a hologram of himself and beam it aboard Voyager, but...
Yeah.
No, he gets basically the whole episode. Lots of monologues. I think it's A tier. It's pretty solid.
What are we thinking?
All right. I keep hammering A. Cranky doesn't remember him, so...
I'd go A. I'd definitely say A. He was a great villain.
I'll listen to you two and go with A on this. I think more of a B, but I'll go with
Walt
A.
points out that they cured the Vidian phage.
Okay, is this the next one? I can't see this.
Oh.
This is our second entrant into the Andy Dick tier. That is Jeff Bezos in the movie Star Trek Beyond.
He was in Beyond?
Wait, Jeff Bezos was in it?
No.
Yep.
Was he fucking really?
And because evil billionaires are evil fucking billionaires, he's going to preside next to Andy Dick for eternity.
I had no idea he was even in it.
No. Even Bezos is not as much of a...
Dude, Dude, Bezos has caused suffering on an unimaginable scale.
Fair enough.
Fuck Jeff Bezos.
What species is he there?
I don't know. They just make up species in the movies.
Just some random alien with blue shit on his face. I didn't even know that. Fucking hell. All right, who's next? I can't see the image.
That is Joan Collins in City on the Edge of Forever.
Esther.
Oh, isn't that the She Must Die episode?
Yeah.
Yes.
She plays Edith Keeler. Joan Collins.
Edith Keeler Must Die.
Like, this is one, it's Joan Collins. 2, she is amazing in this episode.
She's good in this episode, yeah. And it's a good episode.
You can't even fight it. Like, it's...
Well, no, she was before my time, but she was she the biggest star TOS pulled? probably.
Probably, yeah.
I can't even think. Except for attorney Melvin Belly in And the Children Shall Lead. She's probably the second biggest.
And the children shall lead.
Let's not. Oh my gosh, you've got the poster. Oh, that's the yeah. Let's not.
And I've got the arena of that on that side.
Okay.
All right, if you say S, she was before my time, but
I mean, even before my time, I've watched it.
Next up, we have Joe Piscopo from
Come
the
on.
outrageous O'Connor.
It's so funny. It is so funny. His
dude, it's so
interactions
bad,
with Data.
though.
Oh, but it's you watch it and you can't help but laugh. Like
Oh,
for Data more than anything else. He's a
this
bad
is that
comedian.
iconic Data scene.
Yeah, he's a
It's
bad
bad.
comedian. It's bad comedy, but it's fun to watch.
Please take my wharf, and that was supposed to get a laugh from everyone. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a bad comedian, but I think he's meant to be a bad comedian in that episode.
It would probably be. I mean, everyone. I'm looking at everyone and seeing they have like 2 lines, 1 or 2
I'll say
lines.
B. He was a focus for an episode. He was entertaining. He was good foil for Data. Not foil, but like he was a good counterpart for Data learning humanity through bad comedy. I like
the
that.
ultra handsome William Campbell was actually the focus of that episode.
Well,
Yeah.
true. Okay, but for the B
I don't know. I
plot,
could go C on that.
I want to go C. Boot is also saying C. Walter's saying B. I say B, but
What does
Auto?
Auto
Oh.
say?
Am I the tiebreaker
You're
now?
the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
I'll go with B. He
You
has
go
a
B,
few
okay.
lines, and
Yeah.
actually, the guy in Data stuff is funnier than his.
It
stuff.
is. It is an iconic scene.
Yeah. How about Da Vinci?
Right.
How about
John Rhys Davies.
yes?
Now this is a top class.
The hell? Why am I only getting a shoulder? The picture of Da Vinci just shows a shoulder. That's good, isn't it?
Does he get 2 episodes? Am I?
You get
Because
two or
his
3
work-
episodes.
It was a whole
Workshop gets a few, but I don't remember.
Yeah, his workshop definitely gets sort of 3 or 4 episodes
Oh, no, he's
with
in a
Janeway
couple.
going in there, but then he's got the episode with where he steals the mobile emitter and goes out onto a planet.
Does he?
All right.
Yeah, yeah.
It's,
There we go. This guy.
He,
No,
he
he's-
becomes
Scorpion-
there's a planet with a king,
Yeah.
and he becomes his
Scorpion and Concerning Flight, so I guess he's in 2.
what episode are you thinking of? You're not thinking of
Like,
Moriarty,
more
are you?
episodes than 2, surely.
No, you're thinking of something else. He's only in a couple of
No,
episodes.
no, he does get the mobile emitter, and he goes out onto a planet.
No.
Andiamo, Katrine. Yeah, it's Concerning Flight, I think, is the one.
I thought that was just Janeway going
It's-
for a flight
yeah,
with
it's
him
when
on the
they-
holodeck.
No,
They-
some aliens hit Voyager, steal a bunch of their technology, including the mobile emitter. So he's walking around downtown with the emitter on. And,
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
he doesn't. It's not something that he does himself. He sort of
Oh, gosh.
wakes up in the hollow emitter on a planet, and
I have
just
no
carries on
memory of
about
that
his life.
episode.
All right. The question is A tier or S tier?
S tier, I think, for me.
I mean, yeah, it is
John.
Jonathan Rhys-Davies. It's like just Lord of the Rings,
Yeah.
like Gimli, like, it's...
For the rest of my life, if I ever think of Leonardo da Vinci, I'm going to think of this portrayal of it.
You're not wrong. He is only in a couple of episodes. And
sure
Well,
he's in
yeah,
more.
but that's
But then-
only,
okay, yeah,
that's
fair
only
enough, fair
part
enough,
of
fair
the
enough.
formula.
but then I'm looking
Dude,
at other
Famke
S tiers.
Jensen and The
Yeah,
Rock are
yeah,
in
yeah,
one.
yeah.
Dean Stock. Wait,
yeah,
who's in-
okay. Okay.
Oh, that's
You've
Joe
talked me up.
Collins. Yeah,
You've
she's
talked
in
His
me
there.
up.
S tier. It's a great performance as well.
Hold on. The Leffler line. Is he better than Robin Leffler?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, but then he's S tier.
Yeah.
That's so stupid.
Is Leffler a B?
No,
I'm
we're
starting
keeping her
Leffler
here.
A B?
She's the most important tool in this entire discussion. She instantly sorts.
See, I think Leffler and Zabral should go down to C tier. No, B tier. Sorry, B tier.
I'm not going to fight it.
No way, dude. Zobral eats bull testicles for lunch. Come on.
Does that make him good? Is that a good thing?
Look, I think Robin Leffler's been extremely useful to us in A tier.
Yeah, but then she could also be useful in B tier. I don't
All right,
know,
we'll
Robin
figure this out
Leffler
later
and
because up next
Ashley
we
Judd
have
and
Kelsey
Dean
Grammer.
No, don't talk over me. Ashley Judd and Dean Stockwell in the same tier.
Kelsey Grammer.
Fine. Okay.
Captain
Morgan
this is a
Batesman.
B tier for me. He's
Right.
only in it for a few seconds.
For fucking Frasier? Are you kidding me?
See, I'm not a Frasier fan. I've only seen a few episodes.
Okay, that's strike 2 against you.
I will. Oh no, we don't want the lower decks one. Hang on. I will break the difference and say that he has one line.
Come on.
He has one line, and he looks like
can't
he's
be
bored
S.
when he's reading it. He does
Yeah.
look good in
Dude.
the uniform, but
His appearance has
He looks
transcended Star Trek, though. How many articles out there right now? If you Google right now, Frasier in Star Trek, how many articles will you find? You remember that skit, that crossover skit they did with Janeway on the bridge with Martin and
Frasier in it. It didn't have.
Well, because he's too big. He's such star power. They couldn't afford him. Dude, this is S tier. Are you smoking? What are you? Come on.
I think A tier at best.
I would agree A because he has
I
one
wouldn't
line.
put. He's not better than
cool.
Maxwell. He's not better than Maxwell.
No one knew his
Wait,
Frasier
hold on. If
until
you
about
go back
20
and move
years
the
after.
energy whip up, if you move up the energy whip, I'll give you A tier. Small price to pay for an A tier.
He had one line, and no one knew it was him until about 10 years after the episode.
What? Everyone knew it was him. Are you kidding? Dude, Cheers he's been playing that character for 20 years.
But he didn't
I
have
want
a
that
snappy,
energy whip
he
up.
didn't have a snappy repartee. He didn't interact with. If he had a scene with him and Picard in a ready room having a chat and a very sort of back and forth about moving to the 24th century, fine. We had one response. He's like,
Dude,
"Oh, what just happened?"
He's Frasier.
Yeah, I know it's Frasier. It's the fucking Rock, and the Rock had more to do than Frasier.
He's Frasier.
I love Frasier. Don't get me wrong, I do.
think A tier.
But I think A is as high as he goes.
You guys are insane. All right.
Even Boota says
Moving
A as
on.
well. And Boota's the biggest Frasier fan I know.
I'm the biggest Frasier fan, Come on. That's twice you've insulted me.
I will never stop. How about Dr. Paul Stubbs? Or, as other people would say...
Ben Jenkins.
Yes.
Who's it?
This is... Have you ever watched Scrubs? What the fuck, Memory Alpha? Come on. Use your...
I'm a big Scrubs fan.
Yeah? Who's got 2 thumbs and doesn't give a fuck?
This guy.
Yeah.
You guys
Oh, we're
quoting
talking about
Scrubs.
Kelso.
Kelso.
Quoting Scrubs instead of Frasier. You Philistines.
No, see, Scrubs has had more of an effect on me than Frasier has. Scrubs was
Yeah,
helped me through a
Scrubs
difficult
is
part of my
obviously,
life, definitely.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
You
Dr.
guys are
Kelso
insane.
is brilliant, and the fact that I was want to watch Scrubs and then went back and watched TNG and I went, it's that guy.
I think I've seen Scrubs from beginning to end probably at least 4 or 5 times.
Evolution.
Hold on, this is not a Scrubs discussion.
Let's tier Scrubs characters.
Oh yeah, Dr.
No.
Cox tier S, definitely.
Yeah, 100%.
Look, his character, who I can't even remember now, Paul
Dr. Paul
Stubbs,
Stubbs,
all right,
yeah.
he was
I
so
watched this episode
stupid.
recently.
He almost got the ship destroyed.
Well, no,
Yeah.
he is driven. No.
Yes.
I watched this literally 2 days ago. It's evolution. It's
Then you should know.
No. He does it through pure self mode. He is an arrogant bastard, and he plays an arrogant bastard. He wants to further his research so much he's willing to endanger. Or he's willing to kill a life, not endanger the ship. He would have actually saved the ship if he'd killed the nanites, but he would have endangered a life and violated morals to make sure his experiment succeeded. He eventually apologizes. He learns humanity when he directly talks to the nanites through data, and he learns from it. So I
is
really
this the
like
one
his
where
ca-
Data sort of sits there and gets
he gets
controlled
taken over by the nanites?
Yeah.
That's a little bit of a dumb
Yeah.
moment, but they evolve
He
so
commits
fast.
genocide,
He
enrages
tries
the
to.
population to the point that they almost destroy the ship, and then has to apologize. They grab him by his ear and take him up to the nanites and say, "Apologize,
They
or
kinda
they'll
do.
destroy
You
the
are
ship."
right there. I do. He does. He does have more than one line. He is a good. I like it. I like this episode.
He's a good character. He's definitely a good character.
Yeah, well, he's fine in
Yeah,
B,
he
I
loves
think.
baseball. There
I
you go.
think-
He
I
has,
think B,
no.
yeah.
Actually, this is the dumbest moment. Is he likes to? He goes, no, Data. I am far too arrogant for this. I don't watch baseball. I sit and just relive it, the statistics in my head. Okay, maybe I can see it.
Wesley, men like us do not need
Yes, yeah,
holodecks.
that's the one, yeah.
I played years in my mind.
That's the one. Yeah. I almost want to say
He's B.
Yeah.
I'd rather watch Outrageous Arcana than Evolution.
Oh no,
personally.
I'm much more an evolution person. How about
Man,
Valeris?
is he?
I would say A myself, but I'm not going to fight it.
We've got that many characters to go. I think we'll stay with as it is.
Yeah, I have ice cream to eat. Kim Cattrall in the movie.
Very good. I like this. I liked her duplicitous nature from the start.
Yeah.
She was the Sarvik we didn't get. Like, if Sarvik had come back and been this character, literally is. I think they originally were supposed to have Sarvik come back and be this character, if I remember rightly. But
Yes.
Yeah.
But they didn't want the fans to get upset when she turns out to be evil. So I think A is fine.
See, I don't think she was as good as Savick.
She's fairly central to the plot. She does. I mean, watch a few episodes of Sex and the City, and then be like, all right, she's going to play an emotionless Vulcan. Go. And so she does pretty well for that.
She does well, yeah. She does good.
I like Valeris. I can see A. I'm really happy. I like her as a villain in the plot. Like, it's a... Go on.
So, Cranky, would you say she has good chemistry with Nimoy?
Yes. They worked well together.
I think that's important.
Yeah, definitely. There's definitely, and you can definitely see, well, Nimoy's, not Nimoy, but Spock's is sort of, you get the moment where you pause the film where his heart breaks in the undiscovered country, and he's like, no, time for a mind rape. Guess I'm getting in there now.
Don't clip that, folks.
Here I go mind melding again.
Sub trigger, oh no, here's time for another mind rape.
Yeah.
Okay. You're going to think, maybe you'll think I'm crazy, but if we apply the Leffler line, I think she's on par with Leffler's multiple appearances. So I think that's a good A tier.
Okay, fine.
I still think we should move Leffler to B tier.
I'm kind of thinking B tier. What about this girl?
We'll move her at the end.
Her.
Yeah.
She's putting in work right now. All right, Kirsten Dunst.
This is Kestra. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong episode.
No, this is not Kestra. This is Kirsten Dunst.
Yes, it's Kirsten Dunst.
No, but doesn't she play...
As...
No, is this
She does
imaginary
not play
friend?
Kestra. This is like 30 years after. No, she's in... What, a Voyager?
Oh, she's Hedril. I was thinking of the wrong... Yeah, no, I was thinking of the wrong episode. I thought she was the girl in Imaginary Friend. No.
Yeah, this is a Majal episode.
Oh, TNG, I guess.
Is she the... Is this the Illyrian? No,
Dark Page, the Luoxana episode.
Yeah.
That is Dark Page, yeah. That's where... Yeah, it's the Kestra Troy... The original Kestra episode where she...
It's the one where we learn about Troy's sister.
Kestra, sister. Yes. Yeah.
So, I've got to say, I hate a lot of the Luoxana TNG episodes.
I love them.
This one included.
I like the ones where... I like Luoxana where she's not just come... Well, I like Luoxana when she's coming up being very flamboyant, darling, and all this,
Yes, me too.
No, I like Luoxana in DS9 more than I like her in TNG.
Yeah, she's good there.
But I like when you got this conflicted side of her where it's just like, no, what are you hiding? And then she sort of has to portray the undertone. And this is where Major Barrett actually is... You realise, actually, no, she's actually quite a good actress, that she can play that almost deflecting arrogance that she's like Mother, you're just deflecting, you're hiding something from me. It's like, no, darling, I'm fine. I'm honestly, I'm fine. And like, yeah, you know something's up, and then it comes out and reveals. I like Dark Page. Dark Page is a great episode. I think it's a very important episode. I like that. I like that emotional trauma.
Idle. Mae Jemison and Andy Dick tier.
Fuck off. Get out of it. He's trying to do to me. We're not even on to Mae Jemison yet.
I C tier, like we couldn't even place her at first. I don't remember anything she does in that episode.
See, that's quite a memorable episode for me, but I'll happily stick her in.
Memorable not for her though. I say memorable more for Luoxana and Deanna's history rather than Kirsten Dunst's character.
The story.
Yeah.
Okay. Kirstie Alley.
Kirstie Alley.
See, it's A or S tier.
She was okay. What is wrong with you, Memory Alpha?
I know I'm in the minority, but I always preferred Robin Curtis's Savick.
I actually don't. I actually agree with you. Oh no, see, even Memory Alpha agrees with you.
See, no, I very much preferred Kirstie Alley.
I think most people do, but but she was too emotional. I found for a Vulcan.
I found the other way around.
For what we know of Vulcans at the time.
I don't think Kirstie Alley's that good an actress. I thought she was just a bit flat. I know it's a Vulcan, they're supposed to be flat, but she was just like, just don't act. I felt she take it as like, just don't act. All right, I won't.
All right, well,
But
let's stop running over Cranky. Why don't you tell us what you like about Kirstie Alley as Savick?
I don't know if there's anything specific. I just thought she was good in the role. It suited her, I thought. I mean, like I always says, I don't think she's a great actress. I have not seen anything else where I thought she was particularly good.
Yeah.
I quite liked it. But then again,
Otto, I think we're going to have a problem with this
a
tier
lot of it's
list.
childhood nostalgia.
I think we're going to have a problem because once I've filled up A, I don't think we can put anything else in there. Oh, no, it goes
you
down.
can
Okay,
lower.
no, we're
It
fine.
doubles
we're fine.
up.
All right. I thought we were going to have to get real, like, decisive there and start chopping and changing. I was like, no, we've got no room in A. We're going to have to move someone down. I think that should be a rule. I think we can only have one line. Okay,
Dude, we'd have to fill up the Andy Dick tier to get all these characters.
I think you could realistically put her in A alongside Valeris.
I think A.
I think she's iconic enough. Yeah. I do prefer Robin, but I think she does all right. Holds her own.
I'm going to throw you a bone here. I am actually going to say Mae Jameson C. Because she doesn't have a line. She is an astronaut. She is an absolute inspiration to everyone, but she doesn't actually do anything in the episode.
Okay, but in terms of like legitimacy,
yeah.
And again, you see her talked about outside of the Trek sphere too. Like articles are written, that sort of thing. I could do B there.
You want to do B?
Dude, it's fucking. Are we gonna say fucking Balak is so incomparable that he doesn't come close to her? Like, come on.
No. See, I can't even remember what episode Mae Jameson's from.
Neither can I. But she's an astronaut.
But that's not the point, right?
She's inspiring.
You had an astronaut in Star Trek. Like,
so we're just going to
give
her a tier for that. Okay.
Absolutely.
I think so.
Absolutely. Okay. I was gonna be generous and say C. She doesn't do anything, but okay, no, I will take the accolades where it is.
But you got to move Energy Whip back up.
Yeah, sure. No. If you go back here, so look, it's an S. Look, there you go. Look, see, I already put out there.
Yes.
It's a symbolic victory.
Wait, hold on. What if you had Mae Jameson wielding an Energy Whip? What tier would that?
How would that even happen?
S+.
Fuck.
I'll get started on the fanfic right away.
How do you spell President Ragatray's name?
Just Google Kurtwood Smith Star Trek.
Oh yeah, Kurtwood Smith. That'd be the easier way.
And you'll get Anorak.
You dumbass.
Kurtwood Smith. Pictures. There we go. Here we go. Federation President from the Undiscovered Country. I love the Undiscovered Country. He actually gets more than a couple of lines. It's pretty cool. He's pretty good.
Okay, so when you reenacted the trial of Captain Idle, and Kurtwood Smith is watching this on the monitor, he gets so upset he throws down his hanky, and you put the little honk sound effect in.
Definitely, if you've not seen... I need to do more of that. I should do more filming of myself. It's fun.
Walt asks, are we doing all of Kurtwood Smith's roles? No, not Anorax and whoever else. Just the president. The
president was cool.
Outrageous mustache.
I can see B.
The Rigatoni,
yeah. Didn't do a lot in the film. He was there. He was a president.
He's very well known, though.
Oh, very much so. Red Foreman.
See, I could say B because it's Kurtwood Smith.
Yeah, he's not a C.
I was thinking A because it's Kurtwood.
Oh, really? See, now, if you're going Anorax, I'd say A. But being
Anorax, I'd say A.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look at the guys and see. You have like a pilot who's about to die. You have an alien with her grandma's glasses. You have some yeoman who has one line, and then Kirsten Dunst as a small child. So I think President of Earth is a little bit above that.
I'd say B. I'd say Anorax is A, President is B.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah. Okay.
How about Lucon?
Mark A. Shepard.
Mark Shepard is a legend, without a doubt. He's been in everything.
I've seen him in everything, but like I don't really remember his characters much, other than hey, that's Mark Shepard.
He kind of.
Yeah, no.
He does play Mark Shepard in a lot of things. Like he is kind of the character that he is. I think. He's like he has been in Firefly, where he plays sort of a lovable rogue. He has been in Battlestar Galactica, where he plays kind of like an off-key kind of lawyer. He was in the Doom Patrol.
What's that vampire show that is real big?
The Vampire Diaries?
No.
True Blood?
Oh, Supernatural.
Oh, right. Yeah, he was in that.
Yeah, he had a role in that. So
I know he's quite a prolific sci-fi and fantasy actor, but I've never really seen much of his stuff.
Yeah, no.
okay. But Lucan is like
he's
among the bigger pricks in Star Trek, though, right?
He's in Doctor Who as well. His dad is played the Klingon. No, he played two characters. His dad did. He plays the Rurapenthe Commandant, and he also plays Ira Graves. That's Mark Shepard's dad.
Oh, really?
Yes, because he turned up in Doctor Who as well with his dad.
Well, I hate to break the news to him, but his dad's way cooler than he is.
It kind of is. For character work.
Yeah, beating.
Yeah, he's a dick. Like, he's a dick to Egypt. He's Egypt's dad. But...
Worst dad in Star Trek, as Janice would say.
Indeed.
All right. The next three, by the way, are, well, 2 or 3 are for Stars and Garters, so too bad he couldn't join us. Max Headroom, a.k.a. Matt Frewer.
Why are you not working?
This is a great episode.
What are you doing?
This is such a good episode. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's quite a cool concept, the episode.
I like this
episode. You don't really, you're not 100% sure if he's a good guy or bad guy until he nicks that first phaser. So right up until then, it could go either way.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't actually, you don't realize he's from the past until sort of closer to the end. You think he's still from the future.
Right. I put him in A, pretty solidly
A. Yeah, I'm thinking A as well.
I'll go A.
Let's put in the proper place in A there. Yeah. That's a big A. We got a lot of people who really like it.
That's the beauty of tiers. Everyone's in tier 3.
It kind of is.
All right. Lawyer turned actor turned lawyer. Melvin Belly from And the Children Shall Lead. I'm legitimately thinking Andy Dick tier because
hail, fire and snow.
I don't.
Dude, the episode couldn't be worse. B, he was so bad they actually had to add distortion to his voice because he legitimately couldn't act with his voice.
Yeah.
So who is he?
He was some lawyer that I guess wanted to have a role, or some nepotism, some casting director wanted him to have a role. He put him in the show.
Was he genuinely a bad person? Because our current Andy Dick tier are people
it's
that
like a bottom 3 Star Trek episode, though.
Yeah, okay, fine. But our Andy Dick tier are people that are legitimate.
He's a lawyer.
Says Andy Dick tier. Yeah, he's a lawyer. That's true.
Yeah.
He's pretty awful, dude.
Did he like...
I'll be happy with C or D.
I can't put him in C. Like, some of those C tier characters, they're forgettable or whatever, but they're actually kind of fun when you watch the episode. He detracted from the episode.
Okay, if you want to go for detracting, okay.
It's bad. Really bad. He is really bad. And it's like the crappy feathered cloak thing that he wears as well. It's just... it's tacky. It's really bad.
It's so bad, dude.
When we do this episode on Trek Cranky, we'll get you back for it.
Oh, yeah. We'll subject you to it. All right, Mia Kirshner in Discovery.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who this is.
This is Amanda, Spock's mum. In Discovery.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to ask, is she too hot to play Amanda? But then I remembered Jane Wyatt also was a smoke show in TOS. So
yeah, and she was in 24 as the Mandy. Another 24 and Alan.
Oh, Mandy.
I like her. I wish we got more of her, Amanda. We got a little bit, mostly to Burnham, but I wish we kind of got a bit more of her with Spock, which we might do in Strange New Worlds. Who knows? Like, there's room for it.
She has a big security score, which is nice.
For no fucking reason. She didn't do a lot. I guess B. Yeah.
She was good at the bits that she did do.
Yeah.
Now, how many episodes was she in?
Only about 3, 2, 3,
no,
4.
more than that, I think, wasn't she? Maybe only with flashbacks, though. And
she was definitely in
8 appearances, it says. Some may be flashbacks or whatever, but 8 appearances, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, there was the whole storyline where Spock was imprisoned and she was
Oh, that's
Didn't
right.
she break him out, or he broke out and then she was.
No, they found her.
hiding him
She
from
hid
Sarek?
him from Sarek while he was going mental. Yeah, when he was saying things.
And Walt has a crush on her, so that's got to be A tier, right?
I'm maybe thinking A. She's had a heavy body of appearances. She's good at
I'd
what
go
she
A
does.
tier with her, yeah.
She's a definite counterpoint for Sarek's opinions in the episodes that she's in. You know, she feels like someone that Sarek would fall in love with, yet be the antithesis to his values. So, like, she can't. You know, you kind of get that antagonistic yet loving relationship.
Original series.
She did that whole human sort of counteracting the Vulcan thing quite well, but still playing to his Vulcan beliefs and.
Original series shoes are hard to fill, so she did fine.
A feels good. A feels good. Who is
All right. Michael McKean,
the clown?
aka Chuck McGill from Better Call Saul.
Never watched it. No, that's the Doctor as the clown. I got the wrong clown here. Hang on.
Michael McKean from Spinal Tap. There you go.
Oh, fuck. Okay. I know Spinal Tap. Clown? Why is clown not bringing? This is the clown, isn't it? The clown. Haha. There we go. This guy. I don't remember this episode.
It's
Really?
called The Thaw, and they basically they voluntarily throw a bunch of their officers into some holographic death tube where if they get scared to death in their shared memory, then they'll die in real life. It's a really dumb concept.
Doesn't he thrive on their emotions or their feelings?
The more scared they are, the happier he is. It's kind of dumb. But he does a decent job playing a clown, especially with how reserved some of his other roles have been. So
sounds dumb. B tier.
It is it's dumb. It's B tier, I think.
B tier.
He does get a bulk of the episode though.
Yeah, he's not a one-shot wonder.
Yeah. He's on the same sort of level as Luke on.
Well, you know what? You can go your own way.
Okay. Mick Fleetwood as the fish.
Yeah, see, Mick Fleetwood. I mean, I fucking love Fleetwood Mac.
Fleetwood Mac's so good.
Come on,
The chain
he basically just stood there in a fish costume
song
for the episode.
Listen, it's Fleetwood Mackerel. Okay, that's the joke.
Fleetwood Mackerel. Okay, yeah.
The whole of Room
But
is
he
an
basically
S-tier
just
album.
stood there.
Yeah, no one would know it's him if they didn't announce it.
I want to say C. Can we say C?
But he is very handsome in that episode.
I mean, now we're just talking
Hold on.
about double standards now.
What a handsome race.
Hold on.
Handsome race. What?
Hang on a minute, Cranky.
Oh, I've got to spell it right.
I thought you were quicker than this.
It's going to take about 8 or 9 seconds before it actually goes through from where we're talking now, though, as well.
There we go. Right, that's a C.
I appreciate that.
Who's this guy?
There it is.
Peter Weller.
Oh! Sorry, I couldn't see the picture yet.
So he was in, Terra Firma?
Yeah.
The penultimate Enterprise episode. Yeah, John Frederick Paxton. He's RoboCop. He's been in 24.
So much stuff.
That newer Kiefer Sutherland show, Rabbit Hole.
He's
He's really good as well.
He got the privilege of playing in the finale of Enterprise, so that's the highest of honors.
Is it? I want to say it's a double episode.
It is,
double episode as well.
Yeah, it's a two-parter. He's really easy to hate.
He's very good at what he does.
Unfortunately, he's also in Into Darkness, playing Carol Marcus's dad. But he's good in that. He's not bad as a villain.
Plus, he's RoboCop.
And he's RoboCop. Can we go A?
A or S? Is he famous enough? Just on the fame criteria,
I would say he
famous?
is. Yes, definitely. I would say he's up there with.
I'd say he's better than Leffler, but I don't think he's on the same level as.
That's so true.
As Chang.
No,
and,
you know what? Definitely as on the same level as Jonathan Rhys-Davis and Famke Janssen, for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So I would say he's up there.
I'm fine with that.
I can see S.
Yeah.
If we use the
he's not above Frasier.
This is what I mean. I think we could see Leffler go down to a B. I honestly could. I think it's Leffler 9 needs to drop a little bit.
We will revisit her at the end of...
I'm looking at this list of A's and I don't see Leffler among them.
At the end, we'll reconsider.
Okay.
She's too useful right now. All right.
Who we got next?
Rainn Wilson as Harcourt Fenton Mudd.
So This was a different Mud, but I liked it. I really liked.
I really liked it.
What the fuck? Why you get Memory Alpha?
So
So
I
shit.
just rewatched Magic Makes a Sanus Man Go Mad.
It's
What,
such a
2
good
days ago
episode.
with Stars? It is a good episode, but he was one of my 3 complaints with it. Just because I don't personally like the characterization of...
He is a very different Mud. He is not the kind of how do you quantify like the 60s Mud? Like he is a very arrogant,
He's
demanding
kind of an
man.
oaf.
Yeah.
95% of the time he's an oaf, but 5% of the time he's like sneaky dangerous, and that
Yeah.
adds a little
This
bit
is
of
a slightly
mystery.
younger sort of
He is more
more
edgy.
daring Mud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's more daring.
Actually,
He's more scoundrelish.
With the grey beard and everything, I wouldn't say he looks too much younger than...
He probably isn't actually. Roger Carmel was probably the same age as the 60s. They're eating more burgers and smoking about 20 a day. So it's definitely we live healthier these days. But yeah, he plays a different Mud. I don't mind it. I
quite like it.
I like the scene where they put him back with Stella. And I think the actress that plays Stella does a very good job at the end there.
So I think the episode with is it the space whale where he comes in with an Andorian helmet?
Yeah, that's
and he's
the
got
magic that
time
makes the Same
thing.
Man Go Mad. That's the
I
same
think
with the
that's
time
a great
loop one.
episode.
That's really good.
I think that's a really.
I
yeah.
really like him in the short trek as well, where he's with all the different androids.
With the androids, yeah.
it's like
The door
Jibber
slides
Zombie.
open and you see all the different androids in the room.
That's really
Yeah.
clever. That's really good. I wish they'd done more with him to sort of like hope. I don't think he's going to be in Strange New Worlds, which is a shame. But like, yeah, it'd be nice to have a little bit more to do with Mud. But he can't beat Spock, so that's a thing.
Okay, my cat just took a really stinky dump, so we're going to have to hurry through the rest of these so I can go clean it up. I do appreciate him more after watching The Office, but
Yeah.
he's not like an
I saw
instant.
this
I would say
before I
yes.
saw The Office.
How about the Viceroy?
Ron Perlman as Hellboy. As
What a waste
the
of Ron
Viceroy.
Perlman.
Dude,
Yeah.
they used him almost exclusively to mind rape Deanna, so this is
And
not
you
a
wouldn't
good...
know it's Ron Perlman. Unless unless someone told you it was Ron Perlman or
Yeah,
you looked it up,
probably
you
not.
wouldn't know it was him.
The fuck?
He's
Just for the way they
such
used
an
him.
iconic actor, and you wouldn't guess.
Fucking
I
Memory
see,
Alpha.
too.
He's an unnamed Reman, apparently, not the Viceroy.
Really?
Wait, is that even the same guy? Yeah, it's the Viceroy.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah,
Well,
that's-
yeah, what a waste of Ron Perlman.
C.
He didn't do a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can't think of C. What a shame.
I think so. Yeah.
That whole thing. What, Ray
He was
Robinson?
part of the worst part of Nemesis. And
No, he
that's
wasn't the
saying a
worst
lot.
part. No, he was not the worst
Dude,
part.
mind raping Deanna for no legitimate reason is definitely the worst part of that.
Yeah, but that was
movie.
mostly shins on. How about Rain? In a howdy kind of duty kind of way. I like Sarah Silverman.
There was so
Yeah,
much-
and me.
Yeah.
I
And
don't
like
like
I said
her.
earlier, this is one of my more liked Voyager episodes.
I don't like her, but I like the episode, and I think she did the role. Okay.
B?
Maybe
Yeah.
B, maybe A. Is A too high?
What do you think, Greggy? You've seen it more recently.
Probably too high.
She was in Wreck
I'd
It
be
Ralph.
happy with
yes,
A
she
or B.
was. She was the little girl in Wreck It Ralph. Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
No, I'll put it up to A for me.
yeah, I'll go with that.
Yeah, I vote.
See, I opened the floodgates on this one.
You
I
did.
said
You
maybe
said it
A.
already.
Hold on. If we put her in B, then we're only one away from extending the B tier into a fat B. For
We can wait for a
Whatever
fat
that
B.
is.
We've got plenty of time for a fat B, mate.
She's as good as Leffler, at least.
Yeah, I would say that.
No.
about keep
So B.
using-
You agree B.
Yeah, okay. I
Using
will
the
agree that if
Leffler curve.
Leffler goes down, maybe she goes down. How about
Yeah,
Kivas?
okay.
Saul Rubinek as Kivas Faggio S fucking
I
tier.
kind of think S
I will
as well.
fight all comers.
No,
Do you know what? I'll go with that. I'll go with
Yeah,
that.
he
He's
is
very
a-
good.
good villain. He is a
It's a
very.
great
Yeah.
effort.
It's not even the tropey side of it. Like he is menacing in a way that you don't realize at first until you sort of feel his menacing compulsion to sort of threaten to get what he wants. But you also get that feeling that he's lived a very spoiled life. He's had what he wants until the moment that he doesn't, and you kind of get that feeling, like his desperation where things are starting to unravel. You see that. That's really cool.
He's basically like Trelane without the fancifulness. Because Trelane is also the same way where, like, you're in my collection now, I'm going to play with you, and if you don't play along, I'm going to get mad. So,
It's Trelane without the mirror.
yeah, instead of the power, he uses his wealth, which is like a
Yeah.
different kind of power.
No, he
So,
uses Varon T Disruptor.
no, Booter, he's not C tier. I've already felt the pain of his card and timelines.
Bootroy will fucking kick you from the fleet.
He's drunk with power.
And he's also drunk.
Nah, he's S tier.
How about the
Okay.
original?
Oh, hold on, we have another. I forgot we have another Andy Dick coming up. Yeah.
What, Seth
All
MacFarlane?
right, Seth MacFarlane.
You think?
No,
only-
not him.
Really?
No, not him. No, not him. I said we have one coming
no.
up.
I can't find a picture of what was this character's name, Ensign Ricky or whatever it was.
Just Google Seth
I
MacFarlane. You'll
just
find
did. Well,
him.
you know who Seth MacFarlane is. He used like 2 episodes. He had what, 1 line on each. See,
I think he only had one episode, didn't he?
he had a cut. Oh, maybe.
I think the fact that he created the entire fucking Orville just because
Yeah.
of how much he loves Star Trek, that's got to count for something.
Oh yeah.
You'll go for a
He's,
B.
as a person, he's done a lot, and he's.
Yeah.
We know he's a huge Star Trek
Oh,
fan,
yeah.
and he did everything he could to try and revitalize Star Trek, but ended up having to go with the Orville instead.
There are a
We
lot
had
of
that TNG episode of Family Guy where they brought in a bunch of the actors.
and on plus point, there are a lot of bad episodes of Family Guy, but there are a lot of really good episodes of Family Guy that have made me laugh
Yeah.
so much. And American Dad is amazing. Like
American Dad, yeah, I prefer that over
when
Family
it was in
Guy.
its flow, like when the good stuff, when they go less of the crude stuff and more of the better funny style stuff. Yeah, there's definite some like, and he is an amazing singer.
Yeah,
like
Patrick Stewart in American Dad as well.
He
Yeah.
does his Rat Pack stuff. Like Seth MacFarlane is an incredible singer. Like he's really good. So yeah, that takes up to a B for me. Who we got
Okay,
next?
the Kid Diddler, Stephen Collins.
Fucking William Decker. I wish
Oh,
he
yeah,
wasn't
okay,
in the
so this
motion
is the other
picture.
Andy Dick.
What is wrong with you, Mary Alpha? I searched William Decker and you come up with William fucking Wyndham. Matt, that's because his name's Matt Decker, not William Decker. No, that's his dad. What's this?
Oh.
Hang
Okay,
on.
we don't need to put his picture on screen. Let's just
We
put him
really
in Andy
don't.
Dick tier,
Yeah.
please. Right next to Marvin. Boy, I kind of feel bad for Marvin Belly
Yeah,
now.
can we
'cause
move
he's-
him up to a C? He's not as bad as like Jeff fucking Bezos.
Dude, it's so bad though. Rewatch the episode
No,
first
it
and then
is
tell me
terrible,
if he's.
but it's just a one-note terrible. It's not like
Yeah, the other ones are terrible
these
people.
guy,
He's
that
just
guy
a
That's
killed a
true.
guy. That guy runs
Okay,
the International
okay,
Corporation
okay.
of Cunts, and this is like, yeah, no, he has to go. He has to go up. I'm sorry.
All right, but I'm going to make you watch that episode with me sometime soon.
Absolutely, and we'll
All
have a
right.
great time doing it.
A much better Stephen Hawking.
What is wrong with you, Mary Alpha? Stephen Hawkins does not bring up humans 20th century. For fuck's sake, give something.
All right, is this?
You got an
is
episode
this-
entrance for fucking tricycles, but not for Stephen Hawkins.
Calm down.
Sorry, there we go.
Stephen Hawking. This has got to be S tier,
S
right?
fucking tier. The guy
really?
like wrote the Stephen Hawking's wrote the book on everything we know, apart from Albert Einstein, on the theory of
Yeah.
space and quantum physics. Like
Yeah.
the guy is an absolute genius, and he has
Okay.
the best one-liner in that game of poker. He basically yo mamas to fucking Galileo and Data. Like, come on,
Yeah, okay, I'll go with it.
S tier, no question.
Yeah,
I
I
spelled
think so.
Stephen wrong. That's why I couldn't find it.
So yeah, one of our metrics has to be how many articles were written about this person's appearance in Star Trek. And well, I mean, other than the Kid Diddler, and so Stephen Hawking's pretty
Crime
iconic.
reports don't count.
Yeah. Mugshots are not included in this.
Yeah, okay.
You guys
Being
like
who
James
he
Bond
is.
films? How about Terry Hatcher,
Yeah, another Bond girl.
who also denies being a Star Trek? What is going on with you, Memory Alpha? Fuck's sake.
Dude, I should have thrown Akana in here, and we could have gotten 3 people from that episode.
Absolutely could have. There we go. Terry
He'd be
Hatcher.
S tier as well.
Isn't pretty much her only role in the episode is to basically throw herself at Akana to prove how much of a
Yeah.
cool guy he is?
Oh, Terry Hatcher.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. B.G. Robinson.
And then she does the same thing in the James Bond film. So, was she in Desperate Housewives as well?
Yes.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
right.
And Seinfeld.
Yeah.
And The Adventures of Lois and Clark Superman.
Oh,
that's what I remember him most from. Yeah.
With a guy that turned out to be a massive trumper. Anyway, C tier? Was he an anti-vaxxer?
Yeah.
I kind of like the two conflict themselves.
Dean Cain is his
Dean
name.
Cain, yeah. Well, you might have been an anti-vaxxer, I think. One of the other lowest common denominators.
Right, well, whatever.
C tier?
Yeah, C tier.
Dude, I cannot in good conscience put any of those people next to Marvin Belly, though.
We'll put him at the end of C tier. We'll put him right at the end there, and at least he's at the back of it. Adam Scott.
I find him in C more offensive than I find him in Andy Dick tier.
He's a C9.
Yeah, but he's C9. Yeah, he's a C9.
He could be a C infinity. He's that episode, dude. It's so bad.
How about a Lost?
Terry O'Quinn.
Indeed. For those who have seen Lost and will know him as the primary antagonist, sort of in that, also was the.
He was the protagonist, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, that's true. He ended the fucking show, didn't he? The Pegasus, the episode where Riker comes out about his slightly nefarious past with a phased cloak.
Helium addiction.
Yeah. Yes.
Wrong episode. I love him.
It's good. Classic Badmiral.
So he was in. So one little piece of trivia I love to trot out. At one point, the only two shows on TV with a live orchestra for recording were TNG and JAG, Judge Advocate General. He played in a bunch of episodes of JAG, which I also like. So he was 90s for me. So
A. I can't see him in an S. At least top A. Top 8 up there with Maxwell. We've got to fucking move Leffler down. We've got to move Leffler down. She's so high.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
We peaked too soon.
She's out of her depth.
But that is another good. Pegasus is another good episode. We get like new technology, and they escape from the asteroid, and no one saw that come in.
Shut up, Leffler. You're out of your element. Okay, A.
Yeah.
Fucking shins on.
Tom Hardy.
Like, yay, Tom Hardy, but fucking shins on, man.
Yeah.
It's a nice pull to get Tom Hardy.
Now it would be. Back then, it was like...
back then.
I didn't know. No one had a fucking clue, except he's this guy that talks like this, or talks like this.
Nemesis was 2002.
It was. The Dark Knight Rises was like 2012?
Yeah, so 10 years later.
This was before I knew who Tom Hardy was.
Tom Hardy made it with was it? No, yeah, it
but
was.
You know, he may not have
big.
Even gotten that role if not for his role in Nemesis.
I think he.
Yeah, but do we really need him in the Dark Knight? Is it with his stupid voice?
Have you ever watched
a bad voice.
Have you ever watched Harley Quinn, the animated show with Kay Kulo's Harley Quinn? Like, he plays a character like, well, I'm just going down to the bar today. It's like, but I really wanted a birthday party. It's good.
And I do like Tom Hardy. He's done some fantastic roles.
Yeah, I like him in Venom. He's all right in Venom. Venom's a bad film, but
Harley Quinn, Medicine Woman.
Oh my god, no, there's a show.
Have you ever seen him in the Craze movie where he plays both Craze brothers?
No, I haven't. I've seen the original Craze from the 90s, or the early 2000s.
With the Kent brothers.
Oh no, yes, it's the Kent. No, the Kents I've seen. Yes, that's a different one.
Yeah, Martin Kemp. No, yeah, he does one where he plays both Kent brothers, and he is fantastic in it.
And he played a wrestler, boxer, something. Yeah, he definitely made a.
All right,
No.
A, he had an entire feature movie to himself. B, he's better than Martin Belly, so B tier.
No,
right? I think B. Yeah.
No, he's awful. He's fucking so.
Dude, the C has one line or are the worst episode in Star Trek. So
I'd put fucking.
He's got to be at least.
I would put a fish that has no lines above shins on. Because Worf just goes, well, handsome race. It emotes more passion than even. Fine. Why? Okay, fine. We can double stack. You just want a double stack.
Yeah, the fat B.
What about rising women who don't do a lot? What was her name?
Vanessa Williams.
Miss Universe winner or something? Miss America? No.
What's the name of that episode that DS9 let he who is without sin?
Yeah, Wharf Speedo episode, or that's not the best picture of the character. There we go.
Which, by the way, I'm on Team Worf up until the point where he tries to like aid terrorists in bombing Rise or whatever they're gonna do. So, but for the first 15 minutes, I'm really behind him.
Arandis. What does she actually do in this episode? I haven't
She
seen
tries
it
to
in
give
years.
one of those statues a Horgan, is it, to someone?
I think she hits on Jadzia, which incenses Worf
Yeah.
because they were together in a past life and he can't handle it. Plus, she's kind of rubbing it in his face a little bit. So,
See?
It's very much a oh look, I'm here and I'm gone.
Yeah.
Appearance.
I want a thing, and now I'm not. People know me from the
that
telly.
episode is that a
Terrible.
bottom 10 episode?
It's awful. It's a two-par as well, I think.
It's
that the
hard to
one
get.
No, it's not. No, it's not. I'm thinking of something else.
Is that the one where the weather system on Rise is going awry?
With,
Horizon terrorists.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just
Probably
put it in a C for that. C just for that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
And
Whoopi S tier.
yeah, without
Yeah,
a doubt.
Whoopi S tier, definitely. Easily.
Sorry, I've got to pull up a picture. There we go.
I was like, hold on, people may not know what Whoopi looks like. Let me...
Whoopi who?
Well, we didn't double stack the S tier, so there it is. Yeah, Whoopi's S tier without a doubt. She wanted to be on TNG and played a fucking brilliant character.
I think this shows that they actually have done a pretty damn good job of celebrities showing up in Star Trek.
Yeah.
Can we move Leffler down? I can't see her there with Valeris. I can't see her there with Pressman. With
I think she does a really good job. I do have her above Rain Robinson too.
I could see Rain going down with Leffler.
All right, if you move them both down, then
Yeah,
sure.
I could definitely see that.
Where's Rain? Is she in A?
Rain was in A. I
Yeah.
can see her in B.
Okay, yeah, okay. I could
But
take that.
with some of this, well, like with Kuros, with Pressman, with
Kuros I'd maybe put in B as
No,
well.
Kuros is so good. Kuros
Really?
is really
It's
good.
a great episode.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
really
I can't
menacing.
really remember him
Considering
that
you go from like
Plus-
Seinfeld, where Jason Alexander plays like a lovable goof, to now he's playing this kind of like menacing, very articulate kind of villain. Like he's very good.
Yeah, I was going to say for just the sheer departure from Seinfeld, that's got to be a point in credit to his acting chops. So.
Holy shit, we've been going for 3 hours. I just looked at the time.
Dude, tier time is a force
tier,
of nature.
tier time's a full-time job, man.
You can't put a time on tier time.
But look at what we've accomplished with our lives in this 3-hour span.
Look what we've done. We've got. Oh, hang on. Sorry, the energy whip's in the wrong place. Let me just move that down. We've got this amazing, amazing weapons chart. Oh, hang on, Borg tier weapon up there. There we go. That's better. And we've got look all these. I've forgotten what even this section was. Oh yeah, memes.
Memes and tropes.
Yeah. And then we got all these guest stars. Look at that! What a wonderful night that we've had. Just these really important things we do here in the Butter Zone.
Look, some of our shows are
Tears,
for our viewers. These shows are for us. So
Well, we're going to do some Trek Chat recording tomorrow. I think we're going to be watching some stuff, and then we'll be back on. I'll be back on Wednesday. I'm going to play some Star Trek Online because we need to fill a week because I need to do something.
I have 5 videos locked and
we
loaded
do.
to go up on our channel over the next week. So keep an eye out for that stuff if you are
Yeah.
Timelines fans.
Yeah, we've got a lot of good timeline stuff. We've got no, my brain's gone dead. Oh yes, I'm
Nope,
releasing.
that's all we got.
Yeah, no, I'm releasing the watch-alongs for non-subs. So if you want to watch the watch-alongs of some of the episodes with us, they are quite
I
funny.
need to watch some of those.
We're very
I've seen the Treks, but I've not seen a lot
Have you
of
not watched the watch-alongs? The watch-along's fun. I don't play the video in them.
Skippable.
Yeah, you have to play
Watch
the video
longs are C tier, I think.
They're fun. They're fun.
Is this where we start rating track time shows?
Oh, Butterzone
Timelines
is S
Talks
tier.
is A
Yeah, Butterzone's
tier.
is an S tier. Butterzone's an S tier.
I think Timelines
definitely.
Talks is S tier also.
I'll go
That's
for an
what
A.
launched.
I think
Dude,
it
it
was an S
launched the
tier.
entire channel.
It's now an A.
And 90% of your content.
I think pros and cons are sitting at a comfortable C at the moment. Needs work.
That's almost Andy Dick tier, that is.
All right, just for that, we're going to put you on one of those shows.
Can we rate Cranky now? Can we rate our Cranky appearances? Anyway, we will be back soon. Check the website, trek-time.com, Discord, all that things. You can find it in the links below. And we will see you soon. I'm not going to do a Kate Colombo outro. We've got something else to play because I need to redo the Kate Colombo outro with Frank's appearance, so I haven't done that yet. In the meantime, we will see you soon.
Ta-ra.
Ta-ra.